attack once, you don't apply the -10 until your second attack, which would be your third action of the turn.
Now, but here's something that he asked me, and I wanted to double check. As I understood, if he succeeded with hitting the armor class of those two creatures, he would then have the opportunity to use his reaction to use
if
cleave.
he kills or knocks it unconscious.
That's the caveat for cleave. You have to kill it.
Yeah, it says the trigger for cleave is if you kill or knock it unconscious.
Okay.
But yes, and I was actually just looking at that. Yeah, if he kills or knocks one of them unconscious, then yeah, he could cleave into a third one using the same attack. And that one, it says it does not say reduces his attack penalty.
Probably because it's a reaction.
Right. But it is a second attack roll, so it could potentially use is another chance to make a crit.
Yes. So yeah, that's what I thought when he asked me about it last week. And I was like, oh, Dudley's just gonna come out swinging, swinging at everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Big dick swinging. That was the joke I was setting up this whole time.
Yep. But, and then quick coercion.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm in my room right now, so I don't know if you guys can hear my furnace blowing or not. That's why I put myself on mute.
No, I don't hear it.
Okay. Yeah, quick coercion. You can bully others. You can bully others with few choice implications. You can coerce a creature after one round of conversation instead of 1 minute. You still can't coerce a creature in the midst of combat or without engaging in a conversation.
Okay. Which really feeds into your backstory. But yeah. What are you doing there, Moon Man?
Blacklight.
Your attention's not on him, so he got bored.
I might.
Quick coercion's interesting. Like I want to make you aware though, because you're taking a lot of these quick skills. Those are things you can just do without the feat, like long jump, coercion. Yeah, those are things that you can just do. The quick versions of them just mean that you can do them faster than the average person.
But, you know, than the average bear.
Like quick jump. I mean, if you're jumping around rooftops a lot, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, the main benefit of quick jump is normally in order to get to jump, you need to take a stride action of at least 10 feet, and then a second action to jump.
Right. So when I have you jump across a 20-foot cavern with a 5-foot run up, you're gonna have a lot easier time than the other two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we have here? A 20-foot cavern? No, I'm kidding.
No, but yeah, but like if we are in a, it seems like so far he's mostly been playing it pretty fast and loose with the social.
Yes.
With the social like the rules about like how long you have to be talking to someone to intimidate them and stuff like that.
I mean, if we want to have a discussion about that, I'm good with that. That's one of those situations where I think not rules, but like the game being crunchy really slows it down to its own detriment.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't saying that it was a problem. I was just saying that it means that feat maybe doesn't necessarily provide as much benefit.
Right. So if you want to take another one, there's another one you were looking at, Dudley. You can do that. Let's have a peek over here while we're still talking
about it. I have one that I may change, but I want someone's opinion on it.
Okay, what do you got?
I went with 2. Deadly aim, which actually really helps me.
Okay, what's that do?
It your aim at your prey's weak spot, making your shot more challenging, but dealing more damage if you hit. Make a range strike against your hunted prey. At a -2 penalty, you gain a +4 circumstance bonus to damage on that strike.
Sick.
This bonus
Okay.
increases to +6 at 11th level and 8 at 15.
Okay, great.
So basically, I can call like my shots, and I think I had that, but now I actually get a buff for it.
Well, no. What that is you can choose to make your attack slightly less accurate, but more powerful.
Right.
So now I can call it like I want to shoot him in his left eyeball.
No. You say I want to use my feat deadly aim, where you take a penalty to your attack, but you get shit tons of damage.
And then my other one I did.
Here's the thing. Called shots, the game doesn't really cover them. So if we
it used to, but
yeah, it used to in like what 3.5. I haven't.
But I call my shots all the time.
You're right, but we're getting to it. I don't remember it being a Pathfinder.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But yeah, it did. It used to. And other systems have a called shot system. So yeah, the game doesn't really support that. Now I am willing to like work with you on that. I am. Like because I know you like being like, I shoot him in the eyeball, I shoot him in the left toe, in the kneecap.
Oh yeah, I mean it works out, especially with me being one of the only ranged people.
Yeah.
If I can shoot someone in the leg, and they can't move as fast, I reduce their movement speed, and we can catch up to them and interrogate them. I think it works out really well in our favor.
Yeah, but yeah, I've definitely been playing, as described earlier. That's definitely fast and loose. Like that is not something that has something set up for.
I've only had a can of tuna. It'd be like, Stephanie.
Like if it's interesting, we can try develop it into something more robust, so that you all have this option. But that would be, it's definitely not a today thing. Let's put it that way.
But my other one I was kind of like, I don't know about that one. I just kind of picked it was fascinating performance.
Okay.
Which, when you perform, complete your result at will DC of 1 observer if you can see the target is fascinated by you for 1 round. If the observer is in a situation that demands immediate attention, such as combat, you must critically succeed to fascinate it and perform action gains in case the incapacitation? Am I saying that right?
Incapacitation.
Okay, I can't read. Trait. You must choose whether the creature you're trying to fascinate before you roll you check. The target is temporarily immune for 1 hour. If you're an expert in performance, you can fascinate up to 4 observers, which I think I am. If you're a master, you can fascinate up to 10. And if you're legendary, you can fascinate any number of observers at the same time.
You are trained in performance.
So probably shouldn't do that one.
That's just gonna be as useful as you make it. That's definitely a like Guardians of the Galaxy, like.
I think when I picked it, I think it was
dancing in front of Ronan the Conqueror.
I think when I picked it, it was when I was more about like, it was Moon's angsty stage where he was just kind of like, I'm gonna make money by shaking my ass, and I think I might change that one.
Okay. Well, what were you thinking? I was looking at Dudley's, and he could take quick coercion, sure, or he just changed it to say that again. He also has the ability. There's a feat he can take that just lets him run on water.
I have one. It's called Recognize Spell.
Yeah.
I don't know if that would help us.
I don't know. That depends. So here's the thing.
I can trick magic items.
Okay, check magic items. Okay, but are you gonna be any good at finding them? Is the question?
I mean, we were just in a dungeon with a fuck ton of them.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have the doesn't mean you have the skill set to know what they.
Or do you think I should go something with medicine because I wanted to kind of be?
I don't know. I think you should do what you want to do. I'm just trying to help you understand that, um, picking a feat. Uh, you basically you want to know what it does and how it works is all. You know, recognize spell. Uh, okay. So, are you trained in arcana, nature, occultism, and or religion?
Arcana. What was the last ones? I'm trained in nature, arcana.
Occultism
No.
or a religion?
No, not on
Okay.
those last two, but the first two I am.
Okay. So if you take recognized spell, you spend this reaction whenever someone casts a spell on you, if you want. If it is a spell that comes from the arcane school or the primal source of magic, as listed in the rules text for this system. If it's second level or lower, you automatically succeed in knowing what it is. That doesn't mean you get a bonus on. Yeah, it doesn't mean you get a bonus on saves against it unless you get a critical success. But you roll. If it's higher than second level, you roll, and if you beat its DC, then you get to know about it, and it could be good to know what people are casting at you. Especially if it's something other than an evocation spell. Do you remember what we were talking about last week with evocation spells? Where they're usually the ones that just straight up deal damage.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of crowd control. Those are very flashy and almost always apparent in what they are. This large sphere of fire came out of this guy's hand. It hit you. What do you think that's called? Fireball.
Fireball.
Or flaming sphere. Or flaming sphere.
Or flaming sphere, yes, but I was trying to bury the lead. So that's not a bad feat to take. But the more, if you like, it's really useful if you're trained in all four of them.
See, I'm not, and I'm untrained in two of them, and it's
right.
pretty low.
So I'll be honest, arcane gonna be one of the most common ones that you come across.
I could do subtle thief.
Primal spells. I wouldn't be able to say as much.
I'm an expert in thievery.
Okay.
I could do subtle thief.
Subtle thief. Theft. When you successfully steal something, observers take a -2 circumstance penalty to detect your theft. Okay. I mean, that's just a flat bonus. That's not bad. It's not good. It just is. If you plan on stealing stuff a lot, then it's going to be helpful.
I think I'd probably just go with.
On average, makes people about 10% less likely to notice.
I think I'll just go with what I have. Just the fascinating performance.
Okay.
Just because I can cause a distraction and be like, Sly, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna break dance in front of him. You're gonna go around me, and you're gonna slice his head off. Got it?
So just so you know, right now, because you're only trained in performance, you can only target one person. And he gets to make a will save. Actually, it's against his will DC. So you have to roll to beat something. So as long as you're aware of that's how that works. You still go with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Like if you invest in the performance skill, when you get your your skill increases, it'll get better. But as it stands right now, that's all it does. Dudley, you picked. Say that again. What does that do?
Say it again. Prerequisites: experts in athletics. Trigger an opponent. Blah, 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 blah. Let me read. Trigger. An opponent gets a critical failure when attempted to demoralize you or lie to you. So basically, like, the world is full of obnoxious weasels who think they can pull one over on you, put them in their place. Excuse me. When an adjacent creature attempts to lie to you or demoralize you, it gets a critical failure on the roll, and you can use your reaction to make a shove attempt against that opponent. If combat results, you can roll intimidation for your initiative check.
Okay. So they have to attempt to lie to you or demoralize you.
Yep, basically in my face.
Right. And they have to roll at least 10 lower than whatever your DC is for that to trigger.
I don't see anything we're saying like beneath my DC. I mean AC.
That's how that works. That's what a critical failure is.
Ah.
So, you know, if you were to lie to somebody, I would have you roll deception or something, right?
There's definitely not a ham sandwich in my left pocket.
Okay, that's interesting. So then, yeah, you'd roll your deception skill, and then I would check that against a number.
Oh, and they get a critical roll, and they get a critical failure on the roll.
Yep. So if let's say that your DC I'll use perception. So whatever your perception modifier plus 10, that would be your DC. To lie to
diplomacy.
So if that's say 27, that means he has to roll a 17. And if he's the same level as you, then he's got to go roll really low on the dice. So the margin for that showing up is small.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make sure you're aware of that. As for I'll be honest, as for creatures attempting to demoralize you, I don't think I've done that.
Right.
I've had the dragon fear effect, but that's its own thing. And no matter what, that would never have activated this because it's a passive ability for said dragon.
Durgan.
Yeah, most of the skill feats in this tier are
not super useful. That happens sometimes.
Yeah.
That happens sometimes. What's acrobatics?
11.
Are you trained or expert? Does it have a T or an E?
Acrobatics T.
T, okay. And just catfall.
Catfall's real good.
Intimidating glare, where you could demoralize people. So instead of talking to them, you could just glare at them.
You know what? I might end up taking that, but let me check out the others real quick.
Read lips. Sign language. I don't know. There have been situations where that's been something useful.
Yeah.
Reading lips, that's more useful to you. Sign language, it's its own thing. You'd have to have someone else speak sign language as well.
How would I add a oh, here we go. Found it. Just kidding. Which ones can I add? And then what is oranges? Okay, there's actually a whole bunch. Oh boy, I gotta read. Okay, okay, give me a minute. What's this?
A master in athletics, Dudley can wall jump. He turned into a pilot from Titanfall.
Which one's this?
Dudley.
No, what feat is that?
Oh, it's called wall jump.
Barrel.
He can wall jump and he can water sprint.
He's basically.
Oh, master in athletics, but I went acrobatics, so I don't have those. Gotcha.
Right.
If I level up one more time, I get 2 masteries. I get like thievery and society.
Okay.
Don't know what they do, but I know
Pick unlock's pretty good. You can pick a lock in 1 action instead of 2.
Yeah, but has he picked any locks?
I did.
Oh, Moon
Yes.
has. Moon has. I thought you were talking
Oh
about
yeah, I should. Yeah.
I think I should do pick locks.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's because that's
foil
thing.
senses. Foil senses is probably good. Whenever you use avoid, notice, hide, or sneak action, you are always considered to be taking precautions against special senses.
I don't have foil senses.
Well, right.
That's why he's suggesting it as a feat.
I know, but I don't have that available.
Are you not master in stealth?
Not yet.
Nope.
Okay, well that's okay. That would be why then.
Right now, I'm trained in stealth, which is plus 16, which is that should be way higher. That should be expert. I would assume.
Well, did you make it expert when you leveled it up? That's a choice you have to make.
I went society. You said stealth?
Society.
It'd be an either or. And it just depends on what you want to do.
Okay, now I have a plus 18 stealth, and it's expert.
Okay.
Does Dudley have does Dudley have an addiction mechanic?
No.
Okay.
And what was it called? What was the feat you wanted me to try to take?
Foil senses.
Well, you can't. It was foil senses, but
Well, he just
you
gotta be master.
Yeah, you have to be master and stuff.
I took something away from society. I went from plus 14 to plus 12.
Yeah. And
So
then
now I'm plus 18 stealth. So I'm really sneaky.
Yeah, so you just upped your proficiency training with your stealth instead of your society, but it's still not master.
Yeah. I think next level it is.
It's gonna be that whenever you choose so how increasing that works is like every so often. I think it's like on the human levels you get to throw some you get to pick new skills or up your proficiencies in certain skills. So during that time you get to pick it, which I'm almost sure won't happen at next level because it just happened at this level.
Yeah, our next skill increase is at level 9.
Oh, okay.
Because we did not increase our skills at level 8.
Oh, so then he did it at level 7? Okay. Then yeah. Maybe, but I don't know when he would be able to be master. Yeah. Yeah, he could get mastery at next level if he wanted. If he tried. Give me 1 minute.
That's probably good.
So, Dudley, you good with your feats?
Yep.
Okay.
I went intimidating glare.
Okay. And that's gonna be on you to be proactive with it. You got to be like, I want to use my intimidating glare to try and intimidate him or demoralize him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Big fast recovery. Juggernaut. Okay.
I could make a drug.
Okay. Go on.
Blood sap. There's a saving throw, but I think you could probably choose to not make the saving throw if you want to. The effects. So it has. I'm not sure exactly how the stages of it work because it says maximum duration 3 hours, but then it says stage 1 is drained 1 +1 item bonus to weapon and unarmed attack rolls, acrobatics check, and athletics checks for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then stage 2 is slowed 1 for 1 hour.
So, the onset's 10 minutes.
Right.
So I'd have you, like, if you're going to make that, I'd have you, like, make a check to make that be an instantaneous effect for him to rage with.
Okay.
Yeah. This is a different strain. Is that a cat? He got upset that I said it looked like his pug, so now I brought a cat. Hello, unhappy cat. He says, why am I here? Why have you done this to me? My cat dignity. Your microphone's off, so. Meow.
Max is just vibing, okay?
Yeah. Is the vibe murder? Dudley, you got your feet picked? You good with them?
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, Moon. I meant to say Moon this time. Okay.
Yeah, I got my feet.
So, when we last left
Yeah,
off,
dude.
you guys have retrieved the Star Knife at the behest of the Raven Guild. You were accosted by a red dragon whose figurine I had to make, and it took me a while. Don't know if you guys could tell.
I'm still actually deciding on my feet, but okay, that's fine.
Oh, I thought you'd already picked.
I changed my mind.
Oh well,
He's got a little tired. And
you can't blame that on me then.
No.
Um.
I've decided I'm doing alchemical crafting,
Okay.
so I have to decide what 4 formulas I want to do.
Okay. Well, you still, yeah. What I'm going through right now won't interrupt that. So anyway, you guys fought the red dragon. It was a harrowing fight. I felt, if you guys agree.
I'm just really confused of how that ended.
Well, you guys collected an item, and that item glowed. Right. Moon, you picked it up. It
And I
asked you a
told it I
question.
wanted it to go away.
Yeah, exactly. You told you wanted to go away, and it made Francois and the dragon both go away. As far as you know, I mean that's just it. You don't know how. You don't understand. The star knife has now gone dull. It is not doing anything anymore. So it's not. It doesn't seem like it's answering any further questions.
Mm.
Dudley, you see lightning arc out of this weapon that Moon's holding, or this thing. I wouldn't even call it a weapon. This thing that Moon's holding that hits both Francois de Fleurion and the Red Dragon, and they both disappear.
That's
What
conscious
about
for
it?
that.
What about if someone else holds it?
Do you want to hold it?
Yes, I would like to hold it, please.
Okay. Looks like a star knife with not. It's a general shape of a star knife. It doesn't look like it could be used as a weapon in any sort of way. And it appears to be made out of some kind of unusual metal.
You should observe it for a minute.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'll observe it for a minute. I'll also, while doing that, try talking to it. Just hi. Are you there? Can you hear me?
It makes no answer to your questions. And the read aura, because you're reading its aura, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's the one you roll?
No, it's not a roll. You just
Oh.
tell me if it has a magic aura, and if so, what school of magic.
What level was the one that you were using that I had to roll a secret roll?
That's not a level thing. That's just an action that you can take
Oh, okay.
for identify magic.
Okay. Because that's what keeps popping into my head. That's why I keep thinking I have to roll.
Yeah. That's if we want to identify what specifically it is.
So you see what appears to be a combination of all the schools of magic that run in various lines around the star knife.
Oh, interesting.
They don't appear to form any particular shape that you recognize.
Okay. Interesting.
And
And
it's also very faint right now.
Gotcha. I
If
wonder
I pick
if
it
it
back
has.
up, does it do anything?
Would you ask Moon?
If I pick it back up, does it do anything? If I try talking to it?
What do you say?
You mean if you take it out of my hands?
I ask for it if I do.
I mean, sure. Go ahead.
What do you say?
I ask it what did I do? What happened? What are you?
It doesn't answer.
Okay. It's worth a shot. Pass
Can I
around
hold
the
it?
group.
All right.
Sure. What do you ask it?
Do I have to ask it?
I mean, well, you don't have to ask it, but like, okay, you hold it. What are you doing with it? Are you just being like, I want to hold it too?
Can I roll Arcana on it?
Sure.
See if I can like detect anything from it.
Yeah, this is the one that's a secret roll, where it's you if you're trying to identify it, is you're looking at it for 10 minutes, and then it's a secret roll.
What's your Arcana modifier?
Okay. Plus 12.
I'm twinning.
Are you rolling for me, Andrew?
Yeah, I rolled. I'm
right.
determining the results. and what information you may or may not get. This appears to be an artifact from the time of wonders, before the gods disappeared. But as to its purpose, you don't know.
Could I hold on to it just for having a knife?
It wouldn't be functional as a knife. It's not like a star knife is just a physical description of what it roughly looks like.
Oh.
It's not actually a weapon.
We got to turn it back in.
So I could hold on to it until I run into that guy again.
Here's the thing. Do we need to turn it back in again, though?
Yeah, I could just hold on to it for a while.
Because this thing seems to be extreme.
Speak.
I didn't hear what you said. You kind of... You really cut out, Andrew.
Oh, I was talking to them. I was telling them that you were leading them on to start a discussion about it.
Gotcha.
What were you saying?
I just want to know. I want to know if I can speak a bunch of different languages, can I read?
Yes,
those languages.
Most times. Not all
Is there
languages really translate to the written word very beautifully.
Can I look at it and then go through some of my weird random ancient languages that I can speak and wonder if there's like Draconic or Dwarven or Elven or anything on there?
Okay, there are none of those.
Sylvan?
Nope.
Orcish.
All right. Let's try it this way.
The hell's Jotun?
Is Jotun, and that's what giants speak.
I can talk to giants.
Yes, you can. And
from my
frost
personal
trolls.
experience, they just speak
I'm
Japanese.
still not convinced that you should have all of those languages.
It let me do it.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you might be right, Sly. But
It says that I got a total of...
It lets me add all the languages too. That doesn't... Like, it lets me just add 1 million languages as well. That doesn't mean that that's how many you're supposed to be able to have. Like, right now, I'm going through and I'm checking all of the boxes for every single language, and it just lets me do it. That doesn't mean that your character is supposed to be allowed to have that many languages.
Okay. That sounds like something... What is going on with my connection?
Elven, Goblin,
So,
Jotun, and Orcish, and any other languages to which you have access, such as languages prevalent in your region. And then it says, and then it clarifies how many that is. It says bonus languages, and in my case, that's 2, because my intelligence modifier is +2. So you would pick the ones that it says, which are, well, I closed it out, but that would, so that would be, in my case, Common, Gnomish, Sylvan, and then 2 more. So yours would say something very similar. Probably going to be like Common, Orcish. Yeah. And then keeping in mind that you can't have Draconic as one of your languages, so there's no point wasting a language slot on it.
Okay, I got it. I have Elven, Goblin, and Jotun. I had 3.
That sounds and Common and Orcish, I said.
Yeah, I got those 2.
Okay.
My bad. I I was under the assumption that I had as many as it let me pick.
Yeah, no. Like I said,
Which hasn't helped
it
us
just
at
lets
all,
you pick
but
as many as you want.
Some games it will. You know, I can't focus on everything because then there's no focus at all. So, yeah, it looks like my internet cut out or my connection dropped with Discord for a minute. So, I wanted to ask you guys if I ever explained some of the background of the world, the Time of Wonders.
I'm
I
not
think if you did, it was
sure.
very quick.
Okay.
I don't remember that specific phrase. You might have, but I just don't remember. I'm thinking the implication would be that was the time when magic was prevalent and before we kind of lost access to the ability to like have magic items as commonly as we did, and like with the gods died and whatever else. So
Yeah.
like that was kind of just the implication that I
yeah.
got.
Yep. That
Okay.
is the gist of it. That ended about 1100 years ago. Or that started.
Yeah.
So, the time of So,
It ended about 1100 years ago.
the Time of Wonders.
Right.
So, where you guys, the time that you guys are in, most people call
The
silence.
post Time of Wonders arc.
Right, exactly. That's been going on for 1100 years.
Gotcha.
This item appears to be from back then.
Gotcha. So this is basically what at least Pathfinder First Edition would classify as an as an artifact.
Yes.
Gotcha. So
like if it's probably ancient.
well, it is
definitely
definitively ancient. It is also probably a campaign item, and maybe we don't sell it.
Maybe you do sell it. That's
Just
up to you.
maybe. I mean,
because maybe
okay.
you can't do anything with it right away. Maybe you can.
Well, okay. So for out of character reasons, usually artifacts are unique, extremely powerful magic items that are like usually like campaign relevant and like super powerful and extremely dangerous if they get in the wrong hands, and also very powerful tools that we can use. In character reasons, worth a lot of money to the right buyer. So maybe we should sell it.
Yeah.
Or we could
So
give
actually,
it to the
Andrew
person
makes a very convincing point. Maybe we should absolutely sell it because this is worth hella money.
Yeah.
But then again, on the other hand, sometimes
it's a good
having
choice to
power is worth more than the money that you would get from selling the power.
This is something that I think warrants a discussion, which is why
because you can use the power to get more money.
This is why you guys are still in the caves immediately after the dragon fight. In case you want to discuss this.
What I was hoping to do was if it was like a one wish per person, at least at a time kind of thing, I was going to see if it would let me get Francois back. But it's apparently not responding to anyone else. So maybe it's a once per day thing. I think it's probably a good idea for all of us to kind of spend a bit of time trying to identify it, just to see if any of us can get any more information than what Dudley got. Because what Dudley got is good, but it doesn't. Basically, he didn't get us an instruction manual, which is what we kind of want right now.
Right.
I'm probably not going to get anything because I don't have Arcana, but I will try. And it is 10, by the way, so we got a hero point. So I think I'm also going to try to do the identify on it. I'm just trying to determine. What do you think? Do you think it would be more worthwhile? Oh, I didn't save my formulas. Dang it. Okay. Okay, it was. Do you think it would be more worthwhile for me to? Because I only have a +1 or a +2 in Arcana, and I have a +12 in Occultism. Do you think is the DC more than 10 higher for using occultism? I know you can't tell me that, but
yeah, Dudley, we're starting to hear your heater now.
All right.
let me just real quick while I'm here. Let me go ahead and finish. Let me go ahead and actually add my. Okay, it was Blight Bomb, and then it was Drake Heart Mutagen, and see what was it? Tanglefoot Bag, and what was the other one? Where was it? Was it Deadly? No. Dread Ampule. There we go. Accept. There we go. Great. All right.
Those sound like Witcher tonics.
Sorry?
So those kind of sound like Witcher tonics.
Kind of. So so for my level 8, I took Tumbling Strike, which gives me an action to simultaneously take a tumble through action to move through an opponent's space to the other side. And then on a critical, on a success, I get to move through their space and also make a strike against them. And then on a critical success, I get to do that, and they're also flat-footed against that strike.
Oh, cool.
And then on a failure, I remain in my original space, but I still get to attack.
Okay.
So
you get the attack
and then
no
on
matter what.
Well, unless I have a critical failure, then I just don't get to do anything.
You fall on your face.
Well, it says no effect officially, is what it says. And then I also took alchemical crafting, which I can use the craft activity to create alchemical items, which I immediately add 4 formulas. I can add the formulas for 4 common first level alchemical items to my formula book, which I took Blight Bombs, Tanglefoot Bags, Dread Ampules, and Drake Heart Mutagens, which we can get to in a bit later. Anyway, for right now, I think, I'm going to spend 10 minutes looking at this thing. Probably, can I just say that I did it at the same time that Dudley did?
Sure.
The meme, I think that your dad posted. Your dad's Dragon Crab, right?
No, that's a friend of mine. My dad's
It's
Dragon
the fucking
Lord.
monk. It's your turn. What do you do? And it's just a cat smacking another cat.
Yeah.
I've watched this 100 times.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
Which one?
It's in the out of context memes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my friend, the Dragon Crab and the Wildfire Cooney.
And then there was one that called you out specifically.
One that called me out specifically.
No, called Sly Out.
Oh, yeah, that was one I put in.
Me and the party after killing any kind of enemy. I'm once again asking for a level up.
Which one is that? Where is that?
The Bernie Sanders one.
Yeah, it's
No,
that's
there it is. I found it.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah.
The cat's just smacking the shit out of the other cat.
Yeah. After killing a single goblin. Yeah, I level up now, right? Yeah. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Hey,
not
no, it was a
able-
kobold this time. I do want to hold on before we roll. I am going to spend a hero point to roll with advantage. Let's go.
You actually get less information than Dudley. You rolled very low.
Okay, that's fine. Even with advantage?
Yeah, the second roll was lower.
That's
Can I
fine. My
try?
Arcana is absolute dog shit, so I'm not surprised. I would have to roll a nat 20.
Yeah.
But I figured I'd give it a try.
No, that's fair.
Can I try?
Sure.
It likes me some reason. It
You
called
might
to
as
me.
well spend a hero point on it too to get that sweet advantage.
Are you doing that?
Yeah. And I have plus 12 Arcana.
Yep.
Nice.
Also, yeah, you don't get any more information than Dudley.
Damn. All right.
Can I talk to it in Spanish?
You want to invent Spanish?
Yes. I'm going to invent a language. I asked
Not
it,
just any language, though. You want to invent.
Está la biblioteca?
You want to invent a real language that exists in a different dimension.
Pendejo.
It is interdimensional. I'm just saying. This everything's interdimensional because of what
Pendejo.
What Formal said last time is that.
Hey, it responded.
Did it respond to us in Spanish?
No, that was just a voice that echoed around the caverns.
Oh, that was
It's
God
like the Grinch.
responding.
It's like the Grinch. I'm
an idiot.
I'm gonna whisper.
You're an idiot.
You can't hear me.
Also,
You're an idiot.
Also, to what you said, what you were talking about me saying last week, it's not interdimensional.
But you were saying there's a different Francois.
No.
And another Francois de Florian and another.
I said there's a descendant of that
world.
Francois.
And then this is
In
a different
another world.
Francois, but they're not connected.
Yeah, but that's not the star knife being interdimensional. That's just alternate universe theory.
Or just there just being another planet.
Can I try?
So
to
you're
intimidate
saying.
the star
So
knife?
what you're saying is, hold on. Let's dissect this. You're saying that your campaign is on another physical planet in this universe. So hypothetically, we could get on a spaceship and take off from this planet and end up on the planet of the other campaign that you have.
If a spaceship were to exist, maybe, yeah.
Right.
I'm sure we can figure it out. I mean, we have a giant teleporter.
and not in an alternate reality where the same person exists in a different reality in a different sort of circumstances, which is the much more reasonable and easily explained version of that scenario where you say a different X person.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure that is in fact what you were saying.
Get to building.
Not that it matters, I guess.
Exactly. Get to building.
But why? All right, whatever. All right.
Why? Oh, well, don't worry about it.
Witchcraft. You're
If
a hairy
we
wizard.
find a fucking spaceship, then it's gonna throw the lore of the campaign completely into question.
Will it?
Yeah, because then we're gonna go out and find our fucking alternate selves on another planet.
And you're gonna be tall and not old.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be wearing clothes, and Dudley's not gonna be addicted to the sniffy dust.
Technically, he's not. We established there's not an addiction mechanic. He can stop whenever he wants.
That sounds like somebody who's addicted to something would say.
Yeah,
I
but
can
it's
stop
true
drinking whenever I want.
I can stop streaming whenever I want.
I did.
Yeah, I don't think that was your choice. I think that was I think that was a byproduct of your circumstance.
Oh wait, you stopped streaming?
A little bit.
Yeah,
I stream like one day every other week now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I just don't have any time. My schedule's all fucky wucky.
Oh yeah. Oopsie, your job did a fucky wucky.
Right.
If anything, I'm gonna start streaming Fridays. I'm gonna stream Friday and then maybe Monday for a little bit. But I was gonna try to stream on Tuesday nights, and I come home and I have to take a nap, and my nap ends up because I've been up since 8 o'clock in the morning yesterday.
Your nap,
and I get off at
sleep.
I get off at 11, and I end up sleeping for 4 hours, and I wake up and I'm just like, "Where the fuck am I?"
Yeah, you're gonna die at 35 because of that.
What
5 years? Hell yeah, that's longer than I thought. It was like day I turned 31 dead. Dead.
The cirrhosis is gonna catch up with you real fast.
The who?
The cirrhosis in your liver.
I'll drink that.
All right. So anyway, all those aside.
Yep.
You know, none of them really matter, or not all of them really matter. But yeah, no, you're not able to determine anything other than that this is an artifact from the Type of Wonders. And it does apparently have the power to make people go away sometimes.
Gotcha. Hmm. How much did they say they were paying us? Nothing. They said they're not paying us shit. They said that they're giving us.
No. That is not what they said.
Yeah,
They said that they offered a lump sum of 3,000 gold or the answers to some questions that you guys have. They prefer the answers because that's the trade they deal in, and you might get
They
more than
actually didn't
3,000
tell
gold
us
worth of
anything about
answers.
They actually didn't tell us anything about the gold. They actually just said they'd give us answers plus whatever we pick up in the cave.
My notes were okay. There's gold in my notes, so you're right.
Fuck
Okay.
that bird.
Just answers. Answers to
Yeah.
questions.
So
Dudley, what do you think about answers to some of these questions you might have? Like perhaps why Ileana Dudley is on a wanted list.
You know what? You know what we could ask at Sly? If they're spaceships.
no, we can't.
You're not asking the Star Knife, you're asking the Raven Guild.
And also, we can't because we don't know what spaceships are.
Right.
Can we ask them what they want with the Star Knife if we give it back? Be like, the only problem is if we go in there and we don't give it back, we're not coming out.
Good God! This whole time I'm forgetting my dang on mic is muted.
Mm-hmm.
No. I want to hold on to the knife for a moment.
Okay.
Instead of asking any questions.
I say we maybe rest.
I want to reiterate. You're not asking the Star Knife anything. These answers come from the Raven Guild when you give them the Star Knife.
Oh. Yeah, of course I'm asking Raven Guild.
Right. But you gotta give it the Star Knife.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is I don't know if that's worth that because this thing is a priceless relic from.
Hear me out here. What if we get out of the cave, we set up camp, and we rest and recover?
Yes.
And
for
deliberate.
24 hours.
Yes.
And in 24 hours, if the thing doesn't glow up again, if somebody else picks it up, because I'm not doing it.
I'll try this time.
And if it doesn't do anything, we give it back to them. If it does something, we keep it.
Okay. And then if it does, we want to get.
We want Francois back.
And a bunch of money.
And the dragon.
No, not the dragon.
Maybe the dragon?
No. Just Francois and a bunch of money.
All the money you could get for red dragon scales. It's a whole ass dragon.
Oh, you're trying. Okay. Yeah, maybe Francois killed it.
Or we kill it because we'd be healed at that point.
24 hours later.
Yeah, I mean, if
I don't think Francois was fighting that dragon for 24 hours straight.
Well, I don't know. Well, that's the thing is we have. Who knows if he was. I don't know what it did with Gone. Like if they were just teleported, if it just pushed it somewhere else, or if it like
incinerated them to ashes,
or incinerated them, or if it like put them in like a pocket dimension or something where they're just like in stasis or some shit. Like there's a few different avenues that it could go, and of that basically the way that I see it is there's basically two of those ways that we can get him back. Because if it ended up killing them, then us asking for him back could be seen as asking for a resurrection. If it put them in like a stasis pocket dimension thing, then us asking for him back would just be taking him back out.
What if it's a genie and it can't revive it?
Then we'll find out.
I can't bring people back from the dead.
Then we'll find out. No
Can't
point
make people fall in
speculating.
love.
No point speculating. Let's just fucking go to sleep.
Mhm.
Take a
What if
24-hour sleep.
What
Excuse me.
are people's HPs at?
Oh, I'm low as shit. I like
Well, if
30,
we sleep for
20.
24 hours and then I give Dudley because somehow I'm at max out again. I don't know what happened because I was
And I
always
have
30.
fast recovery.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. Attuning the healing thing happens at the start of the day. So basically, what will happen is you'll have to, if you're gonna attune the thing to Dudley, you would have to give it to him for tomorrow.
But we pulled it out of a bag.
No, the Wayfinder with the healing thing.
What if we give him 2? Does it go faster?
No.
No, you can only have one Wayfinder at a time. Well, technically, yes, having both of the Aeon stones would make it go faster, but there's no point because it's 1 point per minute.
Right.
And you can still only attune it once per day, and I still need it myself. So yeah, let's just we sleep overnight, and then in the morning you give your Wayfinder to Dudley.
I want it back.
Okay. And then the day after you can have it back.
Bet.
So let's do that.
Okay. That is what you do.
Yes.
Stand first guard.
Yeah. And you guys said you're going out of the caves to do this?
I think we just do it right here. In
Maybe
this
not
room,
next to this giant door where there was a dragon about 20 minutes ago.
Was.
I mean,
Keyword was.
yeah. I think in the dragon room is fine. As long as we keep watch, and then if the dragon pops back in, then great, that solves one of our problems, and then we can fight it.
Sly just wants to go swimming in the pile of money.
No,
Ooh, you could take all the money because the dragon's not there anymore.
I also was going to do that, yes.
I thought you guys said that you were going to do that at the end of the last game. So,
I mean, I don't think we technically did, but I definitely am going to do that.
right. It would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we never got around to saying that. We only were just kind of like talking about the star knife, but that is absolutely a thing that I'm going to do. That's not a detail that I'm overlooking for sure.
Right. No, I didn't. Yeah, that wasn't something I was going to like, ooh, you didn't say it. Because, yeah, we
Right.
had to end last week in a hurry because we overran
Yeah.
a little bit.
Gotta get to work.
My first watch, I start taking some of the coins, and then we take
Oh, just pre-packing them.
we re-rotate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just
So you guys sleep, and then I scoop up as many coins as I can get, and
just to get to work, just to get it done. Yeah.
yeah, and I'll put them in bags, and I'll throw them up.
It looked like there were 3,000, but there's only like 2,000.
I'm not the greedy one.
No, he's just getting a head start on packing them.
I know. Okay. So you guys wake up, you go through your thing, you pack up all the gold. This is what stuff like Tensor's floating disc is for because gold's heavy, but I haven't tracked that before, so I'm not going to now.
Like Baldur's Gate, you just have the gold. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Except that's actually not true, because I got to a point where I have so much fucking gold, my character gets encumbered whenever I pick anything up at all, and it gets fucking annoying.
Oh, well then put it in a chest.
I do.
Okay.
But then I have to go back to camp to get my gold out to buy anything, and then I'm encumbered again. It's like, God damn it! Why'd I have to make a character with 8 strength? Ugh.
Oh well,
This is a double-edged sword.
It sounds like a
It's a bard rogue. What do you want me to do? I put it all on Dex and Charisma. It's what you're supposed to do.
up your abilities.
Can you sing to the gold and play it a song, and then it starts dancing like the rats? Is it just basically green sleeves at that point, except it's gold following you?
You not for the gold. You can do that for people.
Right.
Make them carry your gold.
That's what hirelings
No,
are
like
for.
NPCs, but unfortunately, hirelings take up a party space.
Oh, in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Dudley, full health.
Yep. So yeah, after 24 hours, the star knife begins to glow very, very faintly.
Not as bright as before.
Well, we weren't looking at it before, so we don't know what it looked like
Moon
before
was.
you used it.
Moon was. So it is definitely much fainter than before.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that it was actually physically glowing. I thought you were talking about like the aura. Okay.
Because I remember, because it was my turn, and he's like, "You noticed something glowing from the bag."
Right. Oh yeah, you're right.
And if I remember right, he said it was very brightly glowing.
No, I remember now. You're right. Yep.
It's nice
I'm
to
gonna
hear
talk.
I'm right once in a while.
I'm gonna talk to it again.
Not just you're worthless and no one likes
I
it.
thought Dudley was talking to it.
Well, Dudley said he was going to use it, but that doesn't mean I can't talk to it.
Well, maybe that costs an action.
I don't fucking know, man. We don't know how
You
it
don't
works.
know anything about this works.
Are you picking it up?
Yeah, Dudley can do it. Dudley can do it.
All right, pick it up, and what do you want me to do with it? Because I wasn't going to ask it any questions just yet.
Okay, I was just gonna talk to it and just, but
To be fair, when I picked it up, it asked me a question.
Right.
It said, "What do you want?"
So that's what I'm asking. I'm asking who's picking it up.
Okay. I think Dudley. Dudley called dibs, so he can have it.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So I pick it up.
You hear a small feminine voice. Hello?
Hello there.
Right. What? Did you speak to me?
Yes.
Huh. What are you?
That's a very complicated question.
You could say hi. You could you could say hello back. Can I hear it?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
So it's just Dudley talking to himself.
Okay.
Because mind you guys, I wasn't even in the same room as Moon when he utilized it. So
yeah, you're right. I was in the hallway.
Yeah, I was unconscious for that whole thing. So this is like.
I mean, we told you what happened though.
Mm-hmm.
Like we definitely would have been like, dude, you wouldn't fucking believe the shit that just happened.
Well, I think what happened. I think you couldn't. Apparently, if that's the case, you couldn't hear it either. So when it happened, you were just like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Right. Yeah. I would assume, because if that, I just realistically, if this happened in real life, I would have been like, dude, didn't I fucking talk to me? And then I told it what I wanted to happen, and it got rid of the dragon. Holy shit. So like, I imagine that we would have talked about what happened. Like, you can tell me if you think otherwise, but that's
pretty loud. I'm pretty loud and boisterous.
Yep.
Boisterous with a B.
Dudley, the knife answers you. I am Solara.
Nice name, Solara. So, are you the knife, or are you something inside? I'm not. Are you the object, or are you something inside the object?
Are you you, or are you inside of you?
So that's a deep fucking question.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not even real. So.
I guess I'm not sure.
Well, okay. No need to be sarcastic. Obviously, you know what I meant. Okay, so you're the star. Great. Just.
I'm just having a slow, dewy like conversation with the star knife. Yeah.
You don't really get a sense of sarcasm from this thing.
Maybe the stoner isn't the person we send to talk to the fucking extraplanar entity. Maybe.
Start talking to him.
This thing fucking talks.
I don't know. Am I me or am I just a person? Dudley, what are you talking about?
It's like I'm just walking and having a conversation in my head, and you guys are looking at me like, the fuck?
Maybe
Like,
you just,
no,
you
ask
just lighten up
Dudley.
your
Ask
bowl.
the important questions. Okay, but like these are the important questions. Oh, ask how we can get more money. That's the important question.
Or I don't know, Francois back, or what did you do with them, or what happened?
Oh.
Nah, but like the nature of our existence is pretty damn important. No, you're thinking too short term. No, I mean, okay, no, I guess you're not short term, but money though.
That's why I don't give it to you. Because it'd be like,
I like money.
I need more money. Well, there's actually a multitude of answers for that. There's a plethora of things you could do. For example,
I want to note that this voice, Solara, seems to talk without really much tone, intonation or inflection. These are very flat answers.
She's like an Elcor from Mass Effect.
are you real? Am I real? What are you? Are you and you?
All right, so
Are you
to
and me?
continue talking to Solaris.
Solara.
Solara.
Solaris.
Solara.
Or sorry, Solara.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, continue talking to the knife. I understand that you helped us out back there earlier.
I did. I don't quite remember. Not everything's working up to speed right now.
Can I talk to Dudley since I was the last one to talk to it?
Sure. What do you tell?
It's
What do you ask
like-
Dudley?
I tell Dudley, I was like, when it did what it did, it asked me what I wanted.
Hmm.
So Laura asked me, because you tell, I'm assuming you tell everybody its name. I'm assuming. Or at this point, I'm just kind of shot in the dark.
The pause, though. Do I?
I mean, I don't know if he does or not. We're all like 4 feet from each other, so I'm assuming he's like, Solara, that's your name, or something. And it'd be like when it asked me what I wanted to happen, what did I want it to do, and I told it I wanted the dragon gone, and then dragon's gone, and then it came back.
But he came back.
It goes without saying you're magic, Solara. So with that being said, you want to join us?
I don't know. I'm not sure why we're here.
Well, we're here to stop a bad situation from getting worse.
Interesting. Nice hat. You seem very proud of that. Your friend appears to be having a seizure.
It can see me in the real world. Wait, what?
Magic.
It's magic.
If it can talk, can it give us an estimate for how long it'll be before it can do something else?
Right.
We want Francois back. We would like Francois back. And 100,000 black dragon scales. Just saying.
Whoa, okay, that's maybe actually.
Who is Francois?
You see just kind of just the math, the equations, and my eyes just turn into dollar signs and just.
It's like that.
Actually,
It's like the thing from The Hangover 2, or The Hangover, where they're like doing it. He's just sitting there, and there's all this numbers and shit going by his head.
Yeah.
So, Laura, my friends are telling me
Pythagorean
that
theorem.
Oh,
Yeah, hold on. Give me a second.
X equals
So,
opposite.
Laura, it
Not
looks like my friends are under the
necessarily.
compression
A
that
squared minus 4ac all over 2.
we're either going to sell you to make us rich, or
Well, I
you're
don't-
going to use their magic to make us rich. Is that something you could do?
I don't know. As I said, not everything's online properly yet.
Should we give it some more time to recuperate?
That's what I'm thinking. But it is dim.
Yeah. I detected a major spike in energy prior to, I guess, falling asleep. To talk like you talk. So I'm not quite sure what happened prior to that, and it appears to be a very long time before that will happen again. At this rate.
How do we help recharge you?
Hey, is your dog hungry or something in there? You barking his ass off.
No, it's got food.
I vaguely recall there being a power source that would recharge me. There's also the idle time. I will recharge over time. But
Okay.
that will take at least a year.
Oh, okay.
And up to 10,000 years.
Well, how far do you think we are from your power source?
I do not know. I have no detections of my power source.
Do you remember what the power source was like in nature?
No.
How long has it been since you've seen the world?
I don't remember anything clearly prior to meeting you a minute ago.
Well,
Everything's scattered in the wind, almost.
all right.
I am Solara. Hi, how are you?
Hello, Solara.
Weird question I thought of. What if the dragon was its power source and we somehow whisked away its power source and we fucked everything up?
Well,
It was on a pedestal
here's the
next
question.
to a dragon.
Okay, here's the question. Solara, do you remember the dragon that you got rid of a minute ago? Yesterday.
Down yonder keep.
I seem to indicate there being two dragons. One was very large and red.
Yes, that one.
The other one was small and steel? Composition is just a steel?
Francois was a dragon. He was a dragonborn. I knew it.
Francois had a dragon emblazoned on his breastplate.
Oh, that's why he got rid of. Okay. We got to work on iconography versus real items.
I didn't know that. I forgot.
Well, I also would not have expected. Okay, so the small one was an image of a dragon, not an actual dragon. Just for future.
He was
I will try to put
probably an actual dragon.
I'll probably try to remember that.
It's okay. Well, we will also remember that we need that should it become relevant, we'll need to be more specific.
It's like an
So-
actual genie, but it's like
so-
an evil genie, where evil genies are like, I want to be really famous, but then you become famous and then you just don't have legs.
The term is jinn, but yeah, that's fine.
Or it's like the devil. You ever seen that movie Bedazzled?
Yeah.
Mm.
what's a movie?
No, this is me to me, everybody, in real life.
This is Jacob to players.
No.
It's like, so Bedazzled, it was Brendan Fraser and then some British girl, I don't remember her name. She wasn't important, but she was the devil.
She was.
You had to put like
She was
666 in
important.
calculator.
I don't remember her name. She's not.
She wasn't
after this
important,
movie.
but she was the devil.
Right. She was
Elizabeth
the reason
Basic-
everything happened.
And basically, he'd be like, I want to be famous. Or he's like, I want to be a professional basketball player. And he became a professional basketball player. But then he had a tiny dick. And that was like a whole thing. And he didn't know that. And then it
I
was
remember
like
that.
he wanted to be rich and famous, but then he was in a fucking drug cartel. And
Yeah.
he wanted to have all the money, but then he was in the Mexican drug cartel. And he was being arrested.
It looks
And every
like,
time it would go sideways,
It's
he'd
like a
have to,
double-edged
wish.
sword to everything.
yeah,
It's
he'd
like
have to wish something else. The actress who played that was Elizabeth Hurley.
Hurley. I
I
said
don't
Taylor.
know.
I'll be right back.
Say Elizabeth Taylor.
I didn't hear him say Elizabeth Taylor, but I guess he did. Anyway, continue.
I'm wondering, this is back in character,
Mm-hmm.
if maybe when we do wish
Plot of
a
Bedazzled
wish,
flashes across Moon's mind.
just like helicopters, and then
Mm-hmm.
Fortunate Son just starts going. Is that
Can we?
Vietnam
What were
flashback?
you? What? Okay. What were you saying?
Maybe we give it a few more days to rest. We stop talking to it now, and then we put it back on its pedestal for the moment.
We never did we take a pedestal as well?
It wasn't on a
No.
pedestal, it was just on a pile of gold.
Oh, maybe we put it in the. Was it in that bag? What it was in? Was it covered by gold?
So here's the thing. It remembers the last day.
Yes,
Somewhat.
but
And
it
what it-
also
but
needs
what
to
it says-
recharge.
Somewhat.
Okay, but what it says is that it has no memory of being in proximity with its power source, which means that its power source has not been with it in the past day. So anything that's been here in the past day is not the power source.
But we've been holding it.
Okay. But anything that's been with it in the past day, it remembers. And it says it does not remember the power source. Therefore, anything that's been with it in the past day is not the power source, or else it would remember it.
Maybe we put it back in the bag with all the cursed items and
They're
all the
not
gold.
cursed items.
I mean, you got Tourette's out of it.
What?
You remember the thing you picked up the book and it gave you a.
Oh, those cursed items. Never mind. I do remember the cursed items now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. You're
thought,
right.
I thought you were just being like, Sly doesn't acknowledge any cursed items that he's trying to sell.
No, I forgot. I just forgot about those. I actually just completely forgot about them.
I gotcha.
But perhaps, maybe if we put it back in there, maybe the voodoo that you do so well. Look, I see the snicker. I saw that.
I don't. I see nothing because I don't have
Part
anyone
of,
else's
part of
screen.
my favorite movie, by the way, is just Blazing Saddles, IRL.
Okay. Interesting.
Perhaps we let it charge for a few more days because I feel like it's going to be tired.
Well, it did say that it would take like at least a year.
Somewhere
to
between
recharge.
a year and 10,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
Which
We
I
throw in
could
a
probably
volcano?
wait that long.
Well, I asked where its power source may be, and it doesn't recall.
Right. Do
Well, we
you,
just carry it with us. Maybe when it starts yelling at us.
Right? That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. We just walk with it.
I mean, only
agree.
Dudley's the one that can hear it.
But I heard it before.
Yeah, but Dudley's the one touching it.
I'm just working under the assumption that Dudley's just repeating everything it says
I got you.
for our benefit.
I'm wondering
I'm trying to
if
say that if it's in a bag, you're not going to hear it.
I'm wondering if you hand it to
Right.
me because it had a more violent reaction with me. Granted,
Well, I
I
think
don't
that
know
was because
anything.
it had not been used yet.
If it goes to a different person, can we talk to it, or is it just it only talks to the person that it's being held by?
It only talks to
Well,
the person
calls
that's actually
upon it.
touching it.
Yeah, I was gonna say logically, because you had held it before, and now Dudley's holding it, and only Dudley can hold it now, and not you. So
But can that
therefore-
transfer in a day? Like,
If you want,
Oh, like within the same day?
yeah. This is, okay,
Well,
so it's not an investment like
Okay.
the Wayfinder. It's just like whoever's touching it is the one who can talk to it. You got to be holding
Okay.
the thing.
can we all hold it at the same time and like understand it? It is a star.
Oh yeah. Can we do that?
I mean, we don't have to hold the blade sharp side, but we can hold it like
Sure. Is that something you
like
want to try?
like a pencil.
let's try it.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you say?
Hello, test.
Hello.
Can you say something so we can see if we can hear it?
Look, I saw Laura.
Okay, so not
It's
so
kind
much.
of spotty.
Okay. Okay, so one person at a time. Noted.
Boo. At least for the
Okay,
time being.
it's okay. Yeah, one person at a time. All right, that's fine.
He talked to us though. We know its name.
Mm-hmm.
What's your social
Well,
security number, Solara?
That's
Hmm.
five. Five.
5-5. Great, got it.
Gotta sign up for a credit card.
Okay, hold on. Can I have the knife for just for myself?
You get a social security number so you could get a credit card and maybe a house loan.
I'm gonna take the card okay. What is Andrew's social security number?
555 55
Uh-huh.
5555.
Excellent. Great. Perfect.
Mhm.
Also, your video is all fucked up.
Is it?
Oh, never mind. It's fixed.
up and shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I did nothing.
It just got fixed as soon as I said something.
And then it came back.
But it came back.
All right. So this looks like a good point where we should take a break. I gotta take out the dog. Moon's starting to threaten people over the knife, the star knife. Solara. I love her. I've only had her for 5 minutes, but I love her, and I'll kill everyone else.
If anything happens to the star knife, I'll kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Right.
Maybe don't joke about that. I don't know if you're live.
Moon's over there going, the precious.
I'm gonna add custom.
All right.
Custom.
Moon must have the
Create custom
precious.
gear.
So yeah.
Solar.
15 after.
15 after.
15 after.
Okay, great.
Jayhawks.
See,
Mhm.
you left off a C.
I got it.
What?
I got it.
Got what?
Where would you throw an extra C in the Jayhawks? If you're trying to be derogatory.
What?
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 I'm confused.
Oh, okay.
No, I was saying he called it JCC.
Oh.
See. Oh.
Oh. I thought you were slanderizing the Jayhawks, and I was like, oh, go ahead. Okay.
No, it's not slander if it's true. But also, the Jayhawks aren't JCCCC.
No, I said I went to JCCC and KU.
Right.
One's the Cavaliers, one's the Jayhawks, and I know what it
Right.
is.
No, I know.
Your mom went to college.
Correct. She has a master's degree.
Mine doesn't. She was going for a while, and then she met my dad.
My dad has a master's degree too.
My dad didn't graduate high school.
Right.
I also have a degree.
I was homeschooled.
And what?
Communications.
Like people communications or
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, communication.
Where'd you go to school?
Mostly online. And actually, mostly I did
Was
tests
it
for
for Fry?
credits. No. I did most of my credits just through testing. Actually, I just went in and took a test and got the credit for the course.
Neat.
And then the last few bits I did, there was this program called College Plus that helped me out a lot, where they basically helped collate. I did a bunch of different credits from several different schools. But the last several ones, all through Thomas Edison State University, which is in New Jersey.
Joyzy.
Yeah, in Jersey, but I did it online. The only time I ever set foot on campus was for the graduation.
My ex-girlfriend went to school for law, and she was like New Hampshire Law University or something. She graduated like what is it? Not summa cum laude or something.
Is like second.
Yeah, she's
Summa cum
second.
laude is top. Is like top.
Valedictorian or something.
Yeah, it's like valedictorian's number one. I think summa cum laude is like with honors.
Okay.
Well,
Anyway.
summa cum laude just means 4.0.
Anyway, she graduated 4.0, but then it was just too far of distance, and that was the one that had 4 kids. And I was like,
kids.
I
hate them.
That is too much. They ruined Sanji.
I'll never forgive them for what they did to One Piece. Yeah, exactly.
No, she had 4 children.
No, I did not. I did not think she owns the dubbing company for kids.
Yeah,
They went out of
business. They went out of business, so no one owns them anymore.
Right. Anyway, back to
same hat. I actually had an idea.
Okay.
Return of the Mac.
So do we need to be holding the knife to be able to talk to it, or just in physical contact with it?
Just
so I want to
contact, like skin contact.
Great. So I wanted so a way to hold to
tie it to my back,
right? Like is it
okay,
stuck between
buddy.
your butt cheeks,
No,
Wonder Woman?
No. But what Moon said was actually exactly what I was thinking.
Tying it to his back.
Yes, because he wears the fewest clothes. So basically, if we slide the straps of his armor like through it and then over it and then through it again.
Okay.
Like the back strap of his shirt, of like the strap of his, whatever. And so that it's basically just pressed against his back, and then he can wear the cloak over it so you can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
So that way he is still in contact with it, so it can talk to us if need be, but then he's not holding it in his hand.
Okay. I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I think that's going to dramatically better his posture.
Probably. How big is it?
It's about this big.
That's fine. He's big. He's tall.
Yeah. But I mean, it's, still got 4 points, so.
Yeah, but he's like 8 feet tall, so he's fine.
I didn't say it was really going to impact him. I said it was just going to make his posture better.
That's good. That's fine.
Yeah. Don't lean too far back. It might poke you.
How am I supposed to do all this weird shit now?
I mean, we could put it diagonal, so it wouldn't be as big of an issue. But yeah, anyway, that's probably my recommendation, because then that way we don't have to worry about being like, oh, what's this thing you're constantly holding in your hand?
Mm-hmm.
But then also,
Why
it
does your
can give
backside
us
glow.
right.
We're
Well,
gonna make a hat.
yeah. Well, unfortunately, the glow is probably not going to be avoidable, really, no matter where we have it. So okay, so I guess let's probably get out of here then. How much? What was our total money that we got?
So you were keeping track of the party funds for the last.
Yeah, I already have all of the other money. What did we
Then
get out of the dragon?
3,000.
Okay. So total money that we've got so far in just money is 4350, and then we've got a crown, which was worth approximately 250. We've got the humming sword for 250. We've got a gold skull, which is 500, and then we've got an ominous book, which I only marked as $ man-made horse beyond our comprehension.
Sweet.
So I don't remember if we actually assigned a $ to that, a dollar amount, a gold amount to that.
We did not.
Okay. All right.
157.
That one you might have a harder, you might have a hard time finding a good buyer for that one.
We just
Right.
keep it in a bag and we hand it to him and we say, "This is a very, very rare book.
Mm-hmm.
It is not man-made horrors behind your comprehension. Just don't touch it yet. Wait till I leave.
Or open it.
Don't open it. Don't even think
I'll
about it.
I'll cut you a deal right now. You give me 150 gold, it's yours."
Yeah.
Hey.
Anyway. But yeah, and so I mean, I guess we don't need to split it with Francois anymore.
R.I.P. my dude.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
That was part of his terms.
Yeah, even if he didn't get back, we had to give it to.
Oh,
Alexi.
right. I forgot. You're right. Okay. Right. My bad. I genuinely forgot that was the case. Okay. Thank you for reminding me though, because Sly would have remembered and Sly wouldn't
back
not
out of
do
a
that.
deal. Like
Right.
that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. That was not me being sneaky. That was I actually just forgot. Okay. So we're doing this. We're looking at 6 ways then. So let me math calculator. So 4350 divided by 6 is exactly 725 each. Great. So 725 into party funds, and I guess we can probably just go ahead and do that now. So this is just the raw money, not the money from the items. So 725. 7. Okay, there we go. And then on your character sheet, don't forget to add 735 to your gold. Each of you. Or 25, sorry.
725.
Yes. And that includes the 725 to Wetzel's Pretzels and 725 to the fucking other guy.
Francois?
Yeah, well, not Francois. The kid. I can't remember. You literally
Alexi.
just said it, Alexi. Thank you. Jeez, I'm like, I don't know why I can't remember his name because we've said it like a million times.
I shot him.
Yes, you did. He remembers.
Yeah. Yep. We had the whole fucking Walking Dead notification and everything.
So, can I get you to roll a d20?
Okay. 17.
We're not going to shock at it, but I'm going to kill it.
What?
He's drinking a beer.
Okay.
I was like, what is he doing?
Make my other friends make me drink. It's great.
Yeah. Now you're just perpetuating yourself.
Did we ever determine what those two other scrolls were that we got?
Ow. No. I'll make a note of them.
That we bought from fucking Grifter McGee?
Right.
Who?
The guy, the Grifter guy. The guy
Fucking Grifter McGee.
You know the guy. Magnifico man.
Oh, El Magnifico Fantastico or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Magnifico.
Yeah, that guy. Him.
Yeah. I made a note of it. I don't think anyone's looked at him either.
Well, can I at least spend a minute looking at them to know what school of magic they are?
Okay.
I mean, if I can just look at them and know what kind of scroll they are, that'd be great. But
no, I got you. Give me a sec.
in Baldur's Gate 3, it just tells you what the scroll is when you pick it up.
Yeah. One is conjuration.
Okay.
One is abjuration.
Ooh, great. Okay. And then how does crafting...
Okay.
Crafting.
To remove confusion, one is bark skin, one is floating disc.
Ooh, okay, cool. Well, let's see. Is it Pathfinder barkskin or is it 5e barkskin? Let's find out.
It's gonna be Pathfinder bark skin.
Well, I just because 5e barkskin is actually useless because it sets your AC to exactly 16
plus your dexterity.
Oh, is that what it is? Because the way that it's written, it just says it sets your AC to 16. At least that's the way that it's phrased. So if that's what it means, if it means it sets your AC to 16 plus AC, or plus dexterity, then that's actually decent. But if it actually just sets your AC to exactly 16, then it sucks ass.
And in 5e, a creature's armor class. So you touch a creature until the spell ends. That creature's armor class can't be less than 16.
Right.
So regardless of kind of armor they wear. So
right. So if their AC is already more than 16,
then it's useless, I guess. I don't know. I always read that as like, you got your armor bonus and you got your dexterity bonus, which got added later. Like I always kind of figured like this bark skin was just your armor bonus, and you still get your dexterity. That's how I would have run it, and that's how I would run it in my games. So I guess that's up to your dungeon master.
Yeah, it looks like
that
it increases the AC to 16. You're like the total AC as it looks like,
Okay.
which sucks for a second level spell, and it also sucks because like at that point you already probably have like a 13 or 14 armor plus your dexterity modifier, so you probably already have like 18.
Yeah. I guess it's good for people with bad decks.
Right. But if you have bad decks, then you're playing the game wrong. But yeah, anyway.
Maybe.
You'll never catch her with a dex lower than 16.
I understand, but everyone's got their different ways.
I say currently playing a character with a dex of 14.
Right. Dead. You're gonna be dead.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, this bark skin in Pathfinder gives you resistance 2 to bludgeoning and piercing, and weakness 3 to fire.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. So it does not do it's not at all the same as first edition bark skin, which is just like a +2.
Yep. Just gives you a natural armor bonus. Nope.
Yeah.
This gives you damage resistance.
Great. What do you want? Oh yeah, I've seen that. And then the other one is Tensor's floating disc, but not Tensor because
right. So just floating disc.
Yeah. Yeah, floating disc.
It's a non-concentration spell though.
Yeah, which is good because 2 feet in diameter, follows 5 feet behind you, floating just above the ground, holds up to 5 bulk of objects, so they must be able to fit and balance on the surface. Lasts for 8 hours. Great. The spell ends if a creature tries to ride atop the disc. If the disc is overloaded, if anyone tries to lift or force the disc higher above the ground, or if you move more than 30 feet away from the disc. Okay, so. Well, if you're gonna enforce, if you're gonna enforce encumbrance on us all of a sudden, we can use this we can use the floating disc to take some of the money out of the.
Right. I'm not gonna enforce it right now, no. But if there were a time, how much does this? Okay, yeah. If there were a time where like you need to carry something very big,
Yeah,
it'd be good for that. Because
yeah,
having picking up a single 5 bulk item, I think would be difficult for everybody.
right. I'm just trying to determine how long it takes to craft alchemical items.
Okay. In the meantime, you guys, do you continue your journey back to Orvinae?
I mean, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So on your way back, you do everything seems to be normal, but you do see what looks to be a small cart on wheels, on the side of the road.
Okay.
Mr. Magnifico.
Oh, hey!
Damn it!
No, this is great. We have an in with this guy. We can negotiate with him,
So do you go up to him?
Yeah, why not?
All right. He appears to be, kind of bumbling around his little workspace. Oh, hello, welcome to. Oh.
Great. Thanks for welcoming us to. Oh, always a pleasure.
Yeah. He appears to be. He has a bandage on each hand.
Oof.
And he's looking at
other
you.
Hand too, huh? That
He's
sucks.
looking at you very sourly.
Hey, I didn't have anything to do with that one. That wasn't us. I wasn't there for that one.
I don't know. I'm not real.
Yeah, we didn't do that one. That wasn't us.
I'm just
That was the other
saying.
guy.
Every time I see you guys, I seem to lose a finger.
You would
But
keep it
that
up. You want to lose
wasn't
a
us.
fucking toe too with that attitude, motherfucker?
No, that wasn't that one. That one wasn't us. We
I
didn't
do
do
from
that.
range, bitch. You watch your toe with me, god damn it.
We didn't do the other finger.
I'll take your wife's favorite finger next time.
In fact, I don't even know who did the other finger.
It was the same guy who did.
You guys gotta.
I don't know that.
Let me slap him
tells you
around
that.
a little bit.
Okay, well, I didn't know that. I wasn't there for that. How would I know?
Let me slap him around a little bit. He's being a bitch.
No, don't do that yet.
I
Let him give us a reason first.
Mm.
don't know. I'm slap happy. I'm slappy.
That's fine, but not now. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Can I just roll to intimidate for no reason?
Sure.
Do it with advantage just because precedent. Oh, by the way, we got a hero point like 40 minutes ago.
We got like 2 hero points. We got one at 11 and one at 11.
You wanna run that by us again, Jacob?
Yeah, you got one at 10 and one at 11.
Well,
he
I
mentioned the
already-
one at 10.
Yeah, I already said the one that we got at 10. You just probably weren't paying attention.
I used it too.
Yeah.
I want to intimidate him and tell him I'll cut off all his toes and fingers if he doesn't.
Okay. All right. He hasn't really done anything to us at this time.
I got an 18 plus 11.
All he said is all he's done is griped at you. I'll bet.
Yeah. Well,
Yep. He said
I wanna tell
hello,
him
and you guys are
quick.
like, "We'll kick his ass."
I want to correct his attitude
little
before I
bitch.
fucking cut his toes off.
Mm.
That's what
I don't even remember.
29, by the way.
What do you want? What do you want?
Everything.
Hey, just wanted to see if you had anything good for sale. These guys, this guy fucking came in hot. I was just here to see if you had anything good to buy.
I've got some fine quality prosthetic fingers. There seems to be a large market of them recently.
You want to keep it up? You got prosthetic toes too?
Look. The
None of the
second one
sass.
we didn't. The second one we didn't have anything to do with. So quit bitching at us about it.
None of the sass. Back talk me one more time, motherfucker. I swear to God.
I've got. I'll be honest. As far as I know, I got nothing magical. If that's what you're looking for, I got some very fine quality furs.
Would you like some magical things?
Give it sell him the book.
His eyes narrow suspiciously. Go on.
Sell him the book.
we just finished exploring this temple. We obtained some magical items that we think are probably worth a decent chunk of change.
Okay.
And as you have alluded to, I am fully good to roll deception on this. Or performance.
No, it's deception.
Which is good because I don't have performance. But as you have alluded to, we have wronged you in the past. And as somewhat of making amends, I think is probably for the best. We can.
This poor man.
We have some of these. We have some items here. No, you can't say that. Our first interaction with him,
once.
he withheld life-saving medicine from someone in order to make a profit.
It wasn't
He
you.
already crossed the line, so irredeemable. But
you practically murdered that woman.
that is his one. That is his one character. That is his one character trait.
Real quick, while you're doing this and you're distracting him, can I roll to steal something from his cart?
Sure. Roll.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Thievery.
Yeah. Roll thievery.
Fucking 16 plus 17.
Okay.
33.
You see a pair of gloves, a pair of boots, and a cloak that you could grab. You got to
I want the
one.
cloak.
Okay.
Good God.
It's red.
You already have a cloak.
And find the gloves.
They're also red.
I'll take the glove. I don't care.
Okay.
Am I standing on the back watching this whole interaction going down?
I don't know. Where do you want to be?
In the back watching this whole interaction going down. I didn't interact with him the first time.
Like I know what I said. I know what I said. But yeah, no. Anyway, so basically, I'm just giving him the whole thing about just hey, we found these items. We think they're pretty cool. They're probably worth a good amount of money. As reparations, we can give you a decent price for them for you to resell. What do you think? And I will be happy to roll deception. Yeah. Yep. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and send you a screenshot. 1 second. Just so you know that I am telling the truth. What? Hold on 1 second.
Telling the truth in your deception roll.
Yep. Just from the and including timestamps. Because the one where it says the free roll is from when it had is when Jacob had me roll earlier, and I rolled a 17 for him to drink apparently. And then the one immediately after that is my deception roll that I just now rolled.
30. You got a natural 20.
Yep. Sure did.
Okay. All right.
So, yep, nat 20.
All right. He just said, okay, well, what makes you so sure they're magical? You did say magical, right?
Yeah, same reason that I knew the cloak was magical that you sold us and other stuff like that. I have, to be honest, now that you mention it, I'm not actually sure how. Like, I kind of have to stop and think about it for a minute. I'm like,
did you roll like hella good perception? Is that what that was?
Me?
no. I know how. Sly does not know how.
Right. No, I mean he's just a merchant, so it's his business to ask some. These are
Right.
some pretty
No.
normal questions.
Ooh, can I? Well,
No,
while he's doing that,
stop.
can I do fantastic performance?
No, not now. Not the time.
Yeah. You already got a natural 20.
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm just over there just going.
Now that you mention it, I'm not actually sure, but I'm just able to look at items for a while and just kind of know whether they're magical and what school of magic they're from. It just kind of popped up after a while. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
No wonder you're a merchant.
Yeah, call it innate talent, I guess.
Okay. You have
probably,
any idea what to do?
honestly, realistically, probably because of my gnome ancestry. It's probably a Fey thing. Because mechanically, that's what it is. It's a Fey. But that's not what I'm actually calling it. No, not really. Haven't didn't identify on it yet. What I know is that so I have this crown, which is divination and illusion. I have the sword, which is enchantment and illusion, and I have a book. Not sure what I know what the book does. And I have a skull. Actually, wait. Before I pull out the skull, was the skull one of the cursed items, or was the skull just a skull?
It was also cursed.
Okay, you didn't tell me what school of magic is the skull.
Necromancy.
Yeah,
I remember right,
it would be.
It was
Yeah, I think it was necromancy.
Okay, that makes sense. But if you told me, I didn't write it down. Okay. Yeah. And then the skull, which I think is necromancy.
Okay. So the skull has a lot of, gold and filigree on it. It looks very nice. He's like, okay. What
Yeah.
are you asking for? Well, yeah. What are you asking for these?
Let's see. I think realistically, you could sell. I mean, I think. Well, I guess there's the issue of what you could sell them for versus what they're worth. I
This is
think.
the part where we haggle.
Right. Plus, I wouldn't necessarily be asking for full price because you're going to be wanting to resell them, of course. I and I'm. It's another just kind of refresher question for the DM. We do know what two of the items do, right? Because the sword, or we have an idea of what they do.
You have an idea of what the sword does.
I could have sworn
an
the sword gave
idea
you like instant malice or some shit.
Well, since it's enchantment and illusion, my working theory of it is it makes you think the people around you are enemies. Like it makes you see them as monsters or something.
And the other thing that you have an idea of what it does is the book, I guess, unless you're counting the crown, because you also got the schools from that. So
yeah, I actually don't know what the like we got the schools, but we didn't get any like what it did.
Okay.
Because no one put it on.
Right. That's why. So I wasn't sure what the second piece you thought you. I wasn't sure.
The book was the other one.
Yeah.
And I actually don't remember what happened with the book.
You, the player, or you, Sly?
Me, the player.
Oh well, you took a look at the book and went, "Ah!" and turned and closed it.
Okay. Let's see. I think
I envisioned it something much like the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh right, that's right. We talked about that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. So I think probably the combined value of these items is somewhere around 1,000 gold. But I'd probably be willing to sell for. I mean, I think probably about half of that's fair, right?
He looks it over. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Great. Let's shake on it then.
He looks at you. What? I thought you didn't shake.
Oh, yeah, we fixed that. So we had this whole curse that was spread by touch, and we fixed it.
Sorry.
Roll diplomacy.
I mean, I don't have to shake if you don't want to. That's fine. Oh, my nat 20s. No. Another nat 20. I'm wasting all my nat 20s, all of these on this one fucking guy. Here's some fucking screenshots. This is real.
He reaches out his hand with 4 fingers on it.
This is a screenshot.
You can see that it's shaking a bit. There's a man in a towel.
Yeah. I'm like, look, if you don't feel confident, I don't have to shake if you don't trust me. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But that, like, you can ask the leader.
That second natural 20. He's like, oh, okay.
Like,
shakes your hand.
Yeah, great. No, it was this whole thing. We had this curse from this fucking undead asshole. He actually cursed him, and then he spread it to me because we didn't know that it was spread by curse or spread by touch. And then I spread it to a bugbear because it makes you physically weaker. And then we killed the bugbear, but then it made him come back as a revenant. So we realized, wait, we don't actually want to do that. And then we went for a while, managed to get our hands on some black dragon scales. Don't worry about how we did that. Took it to the leaders of Orvinae. They did a whole fucking ritual thing and cleansed us of the curse. There you go. Long story short, campaign in a nutshell.
Right. One caveat to that: it wasn't Orvinae, it was Brushwood. Orvinae is the city you just saved from goblins.
Right. My bad. Right. Brushwood. Sorry.
For another campaign that I have that has a lot of city names in it, I compiled a list. Do you want me to do that?
that'll work.
That'd probably be good.
Okay.
Like a list and things to remember the city by,
Okay.
or that we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Argument could be made that you guys could also make that list. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I have been keeping a little bit of a
I think
note.
it should be a group effort.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it too.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's see. So Orvinae.
Oh, it doesn't have to be done right
That
now.
is. I mean, I can just do it while we're talking.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so yeah, he shakes your hand. He says, "Okay, you know, pleasure doing business with you." You see him like move all of his fingers, and then kind of put his hands away. All right. Bye.
Yep. All right. Have a good day. I leave, and I'm like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here before he notices. All right, let's go.
This guy.
Let's get the fuck out of here before he opens the book.
As you guys are walking away, you see a bright flash come from from the cart.
All right. Well, he's not going to be happy with us the next time we see him, but that's a problem for future Sly, I guess.
It's just this whale that follows you guys for until you get out of earshot. All right.
What was the name? Oh, I didn't mean to. I wasn't totally finished sending that yet. What was the name of the first city with the that sent us to fix the gates?
Solstice.
Solstice. That's right. Ooh.
The city of facets.
We're probably gonna. We might want to go back there. I'm seeing some consistency of naming conventions. City with broken portal, and sent us on a mission to repower gem. Okay.
I see where you're going. Okay. So yeah, you guys start making your way back to Orvinae. After that, you know,
Yeah.
the wail of this man fades from your mind after a little while.
No.
It's just a beacon that shoots up into the air. So you know the city, like all the goblins are gone. The city is still pretty desolate, but it appears that a lot of the people are coming back and they're starting to pick up. So, life is returning to the city, such that it is.
Oh, and hold on. I do need to add 500 more monies, which that was not part of our the loophole. That was not. Well, yeah, it was sales from the things that we got, so I guess we should probably include that as.
That's up to you. That's not something, you know. You're right. It is a bit of a loophole. So that just depends on how you want to run it.
It divides more evenly into 5 than it does into 6.
Moon. Studley, do you want to cut Francois out of the 500 gold pieces for selling?
Thought we were giving it to Elitzi.
So you're giving.
Well, that's what I mean by that.
Yeah. So Francois' share from the dungeon crawl, is going to Alexi, but Sly does have a point where the 500 gold you just made by selling the gear to Mr. Magnifico isn't necessarily part of that deal, and it's up to you whether
I'm cool keeping it.
Not at all.
Francois.
Yeah.
I'm cool keeping it.
Okay. Then let's everyone add 100 more gold to your gold amount. And then I will also add that to the party money.
You'll have to remember to tell Drac next week, because I think he comes back next week, about all the gold that he would, I'm assuming, get because he's included, right?
Well, what he do?
I was not including him in the calculation. I was
Right. No, I was about to say like, we probably have to divvy up some of our funds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was doing the math of us three and Wetzel's Pretzels and the party fund.
Okay.
Like, he'll get the experience, but he don't get the cash, I presume.
Yeah, that's more or less.
You gotta
Like,
be here for the cash.
He'd have to dip into your party funds.
Yeah.
Which,
like, welcome back from the ethereal plane.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, motherfucker.
Well, outside of game, Sly's player knows where he is.
true. I mean, approximately.
Right, approximately.
Like, I know conceptually where he is, not
Exactly.
physically where he is.
Exactly. You know the idea of what's going on.
Right.
So, you guys make your way through the town. As I said, it started to pick up. There's lots of goblin corpses. You see children kicking. Yeah, take that. What?
Are we away from Magnifico finally?
Yeah, you're away from my.
Yeah, we're away.
What the hell did I steal?
Gloves?
Some red gloves. Some red.
Are they
gloves.
anything special or?
No.
No.
They're kind of nice.
You do that to be petty.
There's a little bit of blood on them.
That poor man.
I rolled that high. That's all I got.
I mean, he told us when we went in that he did not have anything magical.
Right.
I didn't even bother like asking him about the car. I just said, "Hey, fuck you, dude."
Cut your fucking feet off.
That's why I was like,
I went 0 to 100 instantly. There was no like.
You want to fill Dudley in as to what's going on there?
I was like,
Was he not there for that?
I guess not.
Were you not there for that, Dudley? So do you remember when we fought the Gorgon?
The Medusa.
Yeah.
The Snussy?
Okay. So yeah, so that town, there was a woman in that town who like was really sick and needed like life-saving medicine, and this guy came in and had that medicine, but like in order to give it to her, like basically extorted her and got her to sell.
He's a farmer, bro.
Yeah, and got her to sell him like her wedding ring or whatever to.
A fair amount of heirloom, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So
you know who I went to? Into Who Man again.
Human?
Yeah, he's in Solstice, right?
No, he's in Brushwood.
Brushwood, right? Yeah. Okay.
So who was the town we went to after Solstice? Like after we got off the boat?
That's Brushwood.
Brushwood.
Yeah, after the boat. Yeah, that was Brushwood.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we solved the.
So your journey. Let's see if I can active.
Now I'm gonna. So, my first thought was like, well, why do you keep popping this guy up if you don't want us to keep dunking on him? But realistically, I'm guessing he's probably actually like a super important character. He's probably.
I mean, that's up to you. He's a character in the world, and sometimes the actions of others make people important.
Right.
Watch him pop up next to the kingdom Agmar or whatever. Drakmar.
Yeah,
Draknar.
With a personal vendetta.
He's gonna do that Grima Wormtongue. It is still my lord.
He was supposed to be. He was supposed to just. He was supposed to be our mechanic to unlock fast travel. But instead he just turns into a fucking secret boss at the end.
So
he's actually one of the ancients that actually crafted Solara.
Solaris. So yeah, Solaris.
Solara.
So, now you got me confused.
I thought you said Solara.
It is Solara.
Yeah, he said it right, and then you
Solaris.
And then I was like, wait. No, he is right. It is Solara. That's why I said you got me confused.
You incorrected him.
Right. You confused the dungeon master.
It's 12 hero point.
The filibuster continues. All right, so you started out in the desert. If you're, I guess you're not looking at the stream. Just share my screen.
Yeah. Hmm?
Yeah, I'm sharing now.
Loading. Oh, there we go.
All right. So you started out in the big desert.
Yep.
And then you went southwest to this ring of mountains, and that's where Solstice is.
Yep.
Then you went south from there into a place called to a large house called the Gaffarian Estate, and that's where you guys went underground.
Yep, that's where the Snussy was.
Yep, that's where it was, and that's also where you met Mr. Magnifico for the first time.
Yes.
You guys went underground to a city called Colgado.
Cold Doggo.
Cool Doggo.
Cold Doggo, yeah.
Which was where Sly was from. From there, you went across the Sea of Shadows on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
And
you
like
ended up
teleported.
Yep, and you ended up in Hotness Hammer Sound, which is
which is
body
the
of water.
lake in the center of the map.
Yep. And then you went east to Brushwood. And then after you guys got cured, you went northwest to Orvinae across the Hammer Sound.
Yeah.
And Draknar is directly in the middle in this patch of dirt.
Yep. In the dirt zone.
In the dirt zone. Does that help?
This still looks like a fucking Dwarf Fortress map. Yeah.
It's from around the same time, it seems. So. That may have a reason why. So anyway. You guys.
I'm gonna laugh when all of those items are actually powerful and it's just the book that's cursed. And then fucking like I said, fucking Magnifico pops up as the secret final boss and he's just decked out with the crown and the sword. Fucking it's just like, well, alright.
How's that 500 gold taste?
I mean, honestly, good.
Yeah.
How's that book taste? It's like, well, all right.
No one's there to save him. All right, so yeah, you guys make your way back into the keep of Orvinae, and you see Alexei sitting on the throne, reading a very long parchment, with a very sad look on his face. And Strix
There's
is
no more orcs. No orcs in the kingdom. We can't be here.
Well, he makes the rules of the kingdom.
It seems kind of racist, Alexei. I don't know.
Yeah. must be it's because of that one guy. Orcs can't be trusted because of that one guy who shot me. So yeah, Strixus, the card captain, is standing next to him, looking bored. Yeah, I am a guard. He's paying no attention to it. Alexei notices you enter, but you also notice that there is another guard who's kind of surreptitiously trying to gather your attention.
Well, let's go talk to that guy.
As you approach, his eyes get big. Not here, not here, not here, not here.
Yeah, let's go talk to him.
He's like, not here.
What do you mean not here?
Let's not talk about it here. I'm undercover.
Okay.
You see that he has a raven tattoo on his forearm.
Oh, okay.
You pirate hooker.
No, he's
part of the guild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not now.
Okay.
Talk to the other guy.
Okay, gotcha. Got it. Understood.
So, Alexei sees you, he has you guys approach. He looks very sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you see his face drop even more.
When it's just the four of us.
When it's just the four of you. Where's Francois?
Right.
I
Well,
just like roll my eyes to Moon Moon.
so here's the thing.
You gotta throw Moon Moon under the bus. He looks at Moon Moon. What did you shoot him too?
No,
No,
no.
I can.
It actually wasn't his fault. So it's kind of a long story. So there's a dragon. We actually don't know for sure if Francois is dead or not. We also don't know where he is, though. Can we maybe talk in private?
He had the guards clear out except for the Captain Strixus.
Okay, great. Specifically, I want the Raven Guard out. I don't. I imagine he probably has an idea of what the Star Knife does, but I don't want to be confirming anything for him. So,
Can I go talk to the Raven Guild?
You want to follow him out and leave them?
Yeah, you got a point.
Okay.
yeah, we got to decide how we're gonna handle them. Yeah, so I guess let's give them a rundown of so. Well, we went in the cave that they sent us to. We found the thing that they sent us for. We have it. Turns out it is an extremely powerful ancient artifact that is apparently able to grant wishes to some extent, but it's not great with nuance. So the dragon was kind of kicking all of our asses. Moon Moon asked for it to get rid of the dragon, and it apparently was not able to distinguish between the real red dragon and the dragon emblazoned on Francois's shield. So rather than asking for clarification, it just got rid of both of them. By get rid of, I mean they just kind of disappeared. So I don't know that they're dead. They could have just been sent somewhere else.
I would like you to roll diplomacy, not because you're doing anything wrong, but like from this kid's perspective, like
If I get a third, not 20, no, 14 plus 12, 26. And I mean, Wetzel was there. Like he's not part of our group. He's from your city. Like he can vouch that this is what happened.
Okay.
Like he would have. Like I could see why you would.
Right.
Like possibly have reason to distrust us.
Yeah.
Although at this point, I would hope that we would have curried good favor by saving your entire city from goblins.
Right. It's not.
But
it's not a distrust thing. But from this 8-year-old kid's perspective, the last father figure he had went off with you guys and has not come back.
Can I talk to the boy?
I mean, you're just standing there. You can have
currently talking to the boy.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you're doing. So,
what do you want to say to the boy?
Right, with red eyes, who looks like he hasn't slept since you guys left.
Oh, the boy, you mean? Okay.
The boy, yes.
The kid, let's see. Kid.
Roll me perception.
DM. How long has
Roll
it
me
been
perception.
Yeah, all three of you roll perception. What'd you say?
How long has it been since we used the star last?
About 2 days.
Have Alexi hold the star.
Okay.
And be like, ask him what happened to Francois.
Got a nat 20.
Okay. Got a net
I got a
5.
total of 27.
Okay.
I got total of 23.
So you notice his hand droops a little while you guys are telling him the story, and you notice that the parchment that he's reading, that's very long, is an itemized bill from Brushwood to the total of 30,000 gold.
For what?
Cocaine.
For aid rendered.
For what, though?
Orvinae, Brushwood is claiming to have sent you guys.
They didn't.
Well,
kind of did.
technically they did.
Yeah.
But
they technically did.
Yeah, but no. That hold that thought. No. Because we're not getting that payment, and we're the ones who did the work. So that's horseshit. Give me that. just give me that. Give me that. I just can take it, roll it up, put it in my pack. No. That's not how business is done. Give me that. Nope. Put it in my bag. I'll talk to them about that. No.
So you're going to take the scroll. As you approach, Strixus moves to intercept you.
What's up?
Do not approach the prince.
Right.
Okay.
You try to scare me?
All right. Let me talk.
Any particular reason? Not.
Some of you have been known to be volatile.
I'll fucking leave.
Okay. That was okay. First off, that was him, and that's because he snuck up on us from behind in a dark cavern while we were like infiltrating the palace, trying to rescue everyone. There were extenuating circumstances.
He does not answer and simply hardens his expression.
I look at him in Dennis' face and I'm like, if you don't trust me, after helping save your city, I'll leave. But I want you to know, I did everything to protect him. Because he snuck up on me. And we were in a battle before this. I was a little on edge. I'm sorry. But I didn't do it intentionally.
So, are you leaving? Like, this is the dungeon master asking. Are you leaving the room? Or are you not? He doesn't say anything. He's just preventing Sly from moving closer.
It's hard to walk away. I was like, foolish boy king.
So, all right. Now that we have that established, Dudley, what did you want to say?
Is this something I can roll to like help counsel the boy? Because I don't really see any skills or anything for that. Like there's intimidation,
Diplomacy would be your best bet. I'm also going to ask you to like, what are you saying to him?
Well, like an abbreviated version of the Tell him dungeon and what happened to Francois, and that he's basically MIA, but he's also still like a hero even to us.
Yes.
And that he should like grow up to live up to the example that Francois set, and be the type of ruler that Francois would be proud of. So do I say roll for diplomacy on that?
Yep. Roll diplomacy.
All right. 15 plus 13, 28.
His expression softens a bit. He says, yes, but Francois was not a leader. Francois was not a king. Francois was a knight. He did not have to deal with things such as this, and he waves the parchment around.
Okay, and you shouldn't have to deal with that either, because that's bullshit. You're that's what I.
What would an 8-year-old know about that?
Well, his whole family.
Now he doesn't have a regent or anything, or was Prince Sprout his regent?
What do you mean? What do you mean by regent? Let me clarify that.
Because like
You
he's
know what a
like the
regent is,
prince
right?
/ king, right?
Yeah.
But he's 8, so there isn't like a guardian or anything to like be his basically voice until he comes of age.
Normally,
You know what a
Deal?
regent is, right?
Normally, yes, but given the circumstances of the goblin occupation, the people who would normally fulfill that role have died.
Got it.
And it's been less than a week, so he hasn't really gotten around to doing that yet. Figuring out who should help him, figuring out who
I was gonna say like all I can see is like coups being plotted everywhere. As soon as you came in, and the 8-year-old boy is sitting on a throne, I was just like, here we go.
Give me the invoice. Give me the invoice.
Please.
We'll worry about that bill, one way or the other.
And what if you can't?
Then we'll have problems with Brushwood. Because it's not fair for them to charge you for our services. If anyone would be paid, it's us, and we didn't agree to charge you. That's not how business is done.
Right. We'll talk to the leaders in your state. Well, fuck, because he's the king.
He's the king of this fiefdom, though.
Yeah, the current society, like, could this be a society role so I can get a better understanding?
Sure.
Of our environment?
Absolutely.
That's not going to get me much. They get me somewhere. I got 17 plus 12 is 29.
Okay, so Terrichor, the continent that you're on, is made up of a large, relatively connected group of independent kingdoms. Like, they all work together by and large. And, like, orvinae, or not orvinae, sorry, Brushwood is the religious leader of Terrichor, and, like, the one where the most politics are done in. So most of these kingdoms will send envoys to Brushwood to talk on their behalf. Part of the reason for that is there's a lot of islands here that are also independent kingdoms and rule the oceans. You guys haven't had a reason to be in the ocean, so that's never come up before. So that's part of the reason. Like, Brushwood is located in a coastal, as a coastal city that's fairly centrally located and reasonably easily accessed by everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And is the center of the religion surrounding Otna, which is the foremost religion in deity in Terrichor. So, what else are you looking for, Dudley? Are you trying to have yourselves be like envoys to represent orvinae on Alexi's behalf?
We can. Because didn't you say like he knew Ilyana?
Yeah, he knew Ilyana. Or is that?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're the one who gave me that name. So how do you pronounce it?
Yeah. I can't really say it right now because my tongue feels slow. Ilyana. Okay. Like Iana, but Ilyana.
Okay. It's not Hispanic.
It's not too Hispanic, because if it's Hispanic, it'd be like Iana.
Right, that's why I'm asking. It's a double L, so if it's not Spanish, it's Ilyana.
Yeah, Ilyana.
Okay. Yeah, Ilyana was a servant, but was well loved by everybody here, and yeah, she did have a fairly close connection with Alexei. Like I said, just kind of a motherly figure to a lot of people. So,
Hmm.
yeah, he's also very sad that she is gone. Like I said, his mother, his actual mother and father, the cool uncle in armor didn't come back with you guys. The other kind of matronly figure in his life disappeared during the siege.
And all he has is this fucking fuck ass orc that shot him.
Yep.
Hmm.
That's his hero.
Which is
The
why I
guy-
left.
Yeah. Oh, you did leave the
Hmm.
room? I wasn't.
Yeah, I
sure.
told you.
Okay, I didn't hear you actually say you were confirming you were leaving the room.
Yeah, I was like, why would I want to? I'm also Moon's kind of like a little scorned. I know I fucked up, but
He's sulking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
But
why
this
should I
kid-
help somebody that doesn't want my help?
Because he's 8th.
Give a fuck. He's a king.
Yeah.
He's like
Hmm.
fucking Momonosuke over here. Grow up.
Okay.
Yeah, for real. Literally grow up. Talk to someone who can magically age you up.
It's like you're the king. You're not just a child anymore. You're
Just
the
be bigger.
king.
Just
Like
be larger.
you may not know what you're doing, but you need to do what's best for your country. You need to do what's best for your people.
Uh-huh.
Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out what that is.
We
Right
need to
now.
turn into a giant flying pink dragon
Jesus.
Spoilers, by the way.
I don't know.
and then
You-
cry
Momonosuke
still
gets
because
bigger.
you're 8.
All right.
Spoilers,
Dudley.
Momonosuke gets bigger.
Dudley, what are you saying?
Sorry, eating popcorn chips.
Mm,
I'm saying that
what do you tell this kid?
we're going to help you deal with this bill, but in the meantime, I personally just don't even know what to say. How do you talk to a freaking child? How do you talk to King Common when
Smack
Cersei's
him.
not in the room? It's just like
I mean, if you're talking about
do you play
what's
Fortnite?
What's his fucking name? It was the one that he got poisoned. Joffrey. He just slapped the shit out of him, and so you have to be
But-
shorter than him in
Yeah,
stature.
this isn't
not-
Joffrey. This is Tommen.
This
So
is
you
Tommen.
lead him to a window and he jumps out of it. Got it.
Spoilers.
I like what
Also,
do I tell
it
him?
hasn't
I
happened
tell him
in the
we're going to
book,
help
so
him
it's
with the
not
bill,
canon.
right?
There's so many things that didn't happen in the movie or the show that didn't
I'm pretty
that
sure in
happened
the book he's going to die by auto asphyxiation, but
That book's
Yeah.
never getting written, so
No, in the
It's-
books,
it's-
Tommen hasn't died
What?
yet.
Exactly. That book's
all.
never getting written.
so I'm saying we
Also,
could be,
in the
we could be
books,
of
there
help to
was
him for
Lady
a moment
Stoneheart.
longer until we continue on with our quest. But we're going to help him in honor of Francois to help him get this debt settled.
And also just because that's not how business is conducted.
That
You
too.
agree on terms before you start to enact a charge. You don't just
And Sly has a business degree in Sylvan.
exactly. I have a master's in business. And soon I'll have a legends, but that's later. I'm working on my legendary degree.
My PH legendary.
PHL, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and hopefully that consoles him a little bit.
Roll diplomacy.
He already did. It was 28.
That was his society check.
That was my society roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
That
mean,
was
he
the
did also
diplomacy.
roll. He did also roll diplomacy a minute ago. I
I
thought,
thought
but
you
maybe
rolled
not.
diplomacy.
I guess yeah.
I got a 16. I rolled a 16 plus
Yeah, I did.
13. That's 29. I rolled a 29.
Yeah. I mean, I did. I rolled a 26 on diplomacy, which is pretty good. But
Yeah.
Still walking away.
I got you. One person at a time. All right, 29.
Mm-hmm.
You see Alexei sigh. He says, "I don't really know what to do either, but my father would What would my father do? My father would ask for insurance.
Insert.
Ins, ins, in, ins, insurance?
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 Yeah.
Mm.
Has
Well,
insurance been invented yet?
Not like a insurance policy, but like what
yeah.
something to back it up in case
Do we still have that
you
knife?
don't actually end
do
up
we got-
settling this debt.
do we still have that star knife?
It's currently on Moon's backside.
As I'm walking out the door.
Well, okay, here's the question. What do you mean by that? Because this is us basically doing you a favor. So you're asking us for collateral for in case we don't do the favor that we don't owe you.
I mean, he really looks like he's struggling here.
So that
he's very overwhelmed.
Look, as a businessman, that is a good policy to have for when someone is doing something for you, like that is a business transaction for when they actually owe you a debt. In this case, we are doing this
Pro bono.
Yeah, exactly. Because it is the right thing to do, not because it is something that we actually owe you.
I start walking back towards you guys.
What do you do?
Like
I walk up to Moo Moon. I walk up to intercept Moo Moon.
Right? It's just
by all rights, we could just drop this and leave and call it a day. Not going to, because like I said, handling finances from a place of bad faith is one of my pet peeves, and it gets under my skin. But like I said, this isn't a debt that we're repaying. So us failing to follow through on this would already be the penalty of failing to follow through on this.
I have an idea.
Because I'm still walking back.
I walked up to intercept you.
Right.
I'm just staring at him, just fucking glaring at him.
I talked to Moo Moon. Hey, Moo Moon, hand me the star knife.
I'll do it.
All right.
I'll do it.
I'll take
but
the
I'm
star knife.
No. I got it. Don't touch my star knife.
Or a star knife.
I know, but it's on me. It's on me. You're invading my personal space.
It is on you, but it's not yours.
Right.
I want to do it. I want to go up to him and be like, "Here." Like,
that's actually probably fair.
If you really don't trust me and you don't trust us and you don't think you can do this, I want you to take this, hold it, and talk to it. As crazy as this is going to sound, ask it the questions that you want the answers to.
Now, granted, given its ability to talk to us so far, it may not be able to give you much in the way of good answers, but
it'll be able to.
She's really earnest. She just doesn't have a lot going on up there.
It'll tell you. Ask it what happened to Francois. Also, hero point. It'll ask you what happened. Ask it what happened to Francois.
I said the hero point 30 minutes ago, dude. Pay
yeah,
attention.
well, I'm not real. Ask it what happened to Francois. Ask it what happened.
We have not done anything this entire session.
You're welcome.
I had fun. I don't know. I think you did a lot. You haven't physically done a lot, but you've gone through a lot. Does that make sense?
I mean, we're going through it. That's for damn sure.
This is the dialogue campaign.
I'd also as I'm doing this, I'd like to tell him, I was prepared to risk my life twice to save Francois. The only reason he's not here with us is because I picked up this. And I pull this.
I think slightly more accurate is the only
Interesting.
the main reason is because it's not good at interpreting nuance of instructions. Because if you hadn't picked it up, we probably would have all died to the dragon.
I was ready. I did it before. I told him get out of my way when we were on that chessboard because it was either I move and he dies, or he moves and I die. And instead, I
And
told him
that
to get
ended
off.
up not being true because all that we needed to do was he stepped off the chessboard and then you took your move.
But we didn't know that.
We found out.
And then I was full and well after I got revived. I was full and well to go back in there and fight that dragon to not only save Dudley but also Francois, because I find Francois as a good person and a friend. And it's just when he disappeared in front of my eyes, I was just as shocked as you are when I told you this right now. I have no ill intent. I really don't. I want you to succeed, and I want you to grow and flourish, and I want this kingdom to grow and flourish because we helped you from the goblins, and I know all the terrible things that happened, and trust me, I know more than anybody else here.
So you
just need to trust me.
You see Alexei just kind of he just breaks down crying. But he hands you the scroll.
Thank you. I put it in my in the pouch.
And you leave the star knife?
Well, I hand it to him. We're gonna take it back, but
Oh.
But
Okay.
I want him to understand. I want him to ask questions to the Star Knife that the Star Knife might be able to answer, and know that we're not bullshitting him here,
Right.
and that we are really going to help him. And I'm sure if he asks it what our intentions are, it'll tell him what it knows, because this thing seems like it's kind of omnipotent.
Yeah, I thought you were leaving it here until you came back.
That's our insurance until we come back.
Yeah, we'll do that too, but I want him to talk to it first.
Okay. Well, I'll be honest, he's just not really going to be able to do that right now.
Fair.
He just snapped right in front of you.
I pat his head. And I say it'll be okay.
As you reach your hand over, Strix just goes.
I look at Strix and I'll be like, "Do you really want to do this? I'm not gonna hurt him, but I'll hurt you."
I'm just sitting on the side, rolling my eyes like, oh boy.
Just let me comfort him.
These guys have no idea how to handle with children.
Let me comfort him. Let me just put my hand on his shoulder and tell him it's gonna be okay. You got this.
Yeah, no, Strixus doesn't allow that. He doesn't like hit you or anything. He just moves. He's like, I must protect the prince from anything and everything.
Well, I want you to make me a promise then, Strix. Don't let anything happen to him while we're gone.
Not while I live.
Keep it that way.
So, for clarity, you're leaving the Star Knife.
Yep.
Okay. Now, this is important. You want to keep that hidden, and don't let anyone else know that you have that. Okay. Even your other guards. Especially that guy.
There's no one in the hall except just you.
But the guy, I gestured to where the Raven guard was standing a minute ago.
Okay.
Now, hold on now. Not everybody in the Raven Guild is distrustful.
Exactly.
Yes. Which is why we don't want him to let them know that he has it.
I hand it to him in... I should have stolen the cloak. That would have been better. Just hand it to him in the cloak. I hand it to him with gloves on the end so it doesn't look like it's a star.
Okay.
It's just a really weird 3.
I mean, we have blankets.
Yeah.
Like we
Just leave it on. Just leave it on the ground. Put it in front of him.
yeah,
Pick it up
so
and I throw it.
Try-
No, I'm just kidding.
so I think the thing is you're trying to force this kid to like physically take it from you, and he's just not able to.
fine, then give it to Strixus then. Whatever. Like I said, keep it hidden, keep it secret, keep it safe, etc. And like
Strixus takes it and he looks it over. Whatever.
and again, this is important. Even from the other guards, no one can know that this is here. And like for the record, its name is Solara. You can talk to it. It should respond to you.
I will pass this on.
Okay.
Do you guys leave?
But don't focus on this. You can't tell anyone else that you have that.
I won't. I shall hide it.
Okay, good. I really cannot express how important it is.
Okay.
The one you need to be afraid of, it's that one.
Right.
I see. So do you guys leave?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys leave. The doors to the main hall close behind you, and the sobs of Alexei kind of dim as they close.
Echo through the halls.
They echoed through the halls as you walked out. Now that the doors are closed, you don't really hear them anymore.
It just goes into full on.
It somehow gets loud. It somehow gets louder even when the doors close.
It's just so sad.
Like that's
and
kind of weird.
Italian. So sad and Italian. It's got my gabagool.
So you guys walk out the front gate of the castle, and that guard with the raven tattoo moves in front of you. He's like, "Hey, how'd it go?"
Hi. Could have been
It
better.
Went well.
As expected.
Mm-hmm. Was the information good?
Kind of. A little bit could have been more of it. I think maybe. Like you could have let on that there would have been that there was going to be a dragon there. That would have been good information to have.
Glad we sent you guys. I would have done so.
Right.
What that's supposed to mean?
I wouldn't have done so well against the dragon.
We didn't really do well against Dragon either.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, as you'll notice, there are fewer of us now than there were, including Alexei's, closest confidant.
His stepdad.
So,
well, I
not a
guess-
great track record
Well,
there as far as missions
it's
go.
regrettable, but at least you came out with the item you sought for.
Right, and about that.
It wasn't there.
Roll deception.
Wait, who has higher deception?
Nope.
Because I only have plus.
It's
two.
you.
Okay.
You're the one. You're the one who said it.
You're the one who said it.
Well, I rolled a 19 plus 1, 20.
All right.
Plus 1. God damn it!
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I said.
His eyes narrow. I see.
Oh, you fool.
I
I
shall
interject in the
get out of your way.
conversation.
Everything.
He just says, "I'll get out of your way." Very regrettable for the loss of that man. I must return to my duties. And he
Did he
moves
buy
his
it?
shoulder past you guys.
Okay, here we go.
All right. Where do you guys go? What now?
Well,
You go back to Brushwood?
I mean, I think probably. Yeah, I think probably, yeah.
As we're down the road, I'm like, do you think he bought it?
I'll be honest, hard to say.
That's fair.
Can I? Is there something that I can roll to tell whether he bought it or not?
I guess that would be a perception or society.
I'll do perception.
Yeah, it was nice when they had it. It's nice that 5e has insight dedicated to this thing.
Yep. Okay, 26 for perception.
No, you don't think he bought it.
Yeah, I think he knows.
Doesn't know exactly. Maybe. Doesn't know. Hard to say. He knows you found something.
Right.
And now he's just like, They survived the fight with a dragon, and Francois is gone as well.
Mm-hmm. And their orc's really bad at lying, so they found something.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
They found the thing, actually.
I mean, he rolled a 20, which is pretty good. But
he did. Yeah, he did.
But on the other hand, I would
with
be
any skill in deception or counter deception.
Yeah, and I was gonna say more to the point. I would imagine that anyone in the Thieves Guild explicitly designed around secrets and conspiracies and hidden information would be basically optimized for identifying and rooting out lies. And so
that could be.
If there's anyone that you're not going to be able to lie to, it's probably them. But you know.
You know what I should have done? I should have been like, we found it, but the dragon burned it.
That still would have been just as much of a lie.
Yeah, you still would have had to roll for it.
Yeah.
Just with even if I rolled a nat 20, I get a fucking 21.
Right, but rolling a nat 20 kicks it up a step as far as whether it's a success or a failure.
Right. So then again, if it was a critical failure, then wouldn't have helped.
Right. But if it was a critical failure, then there's no point in rolling in the first. If rolling a nat 20 would be a critical failure, there's no point in you rolling in the first place.
And him rolling. I didn't know he had 0. When he rolled, I didn't know he had 0 points in deception.
Right.
Everyone.
You okay, let me rephrase that. I didn't realize you were untrained in deception.
Right.
You could have done anything else. You could have done acrobatics.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could have done
do a somersault to do a somersault to tell them that to show them that you're
I'm
telling
the truth.
Thievery, I can steal his wallet and like trust me.
Steal the lies back from my mouth.
Stealth. I just stealthily tell him like, yeah, no, it's gone. It's gone.
All right.
Anything else unless you said randomly to fucking diplomacy, I would have got higher than that.
Yep. Well.
Anything else. I didn't realize that, it was like, wait, it wasn't there. Like,
you didn't realize
roll
that
for
lying,
deception.
You didn't realize that. You didn't realize that attempting to deceive someone would result in having to roll for deception?
No. What is this? Fucking witchcraft? Balderdash? Is this?
Yes. It's Baldur's Dash Gate.
Rebel Stillskin?
Baldur's Dash 3.
Baldur's Dash 3. So.
But yeah, no, I think probably going back to fucking Brushwood. Yeah.
What if I was just like, Alexi has it? Fucking
yeah, don't do that, please.
Roll for deception, and you failed deception. He doesn't know what's going on.
Well,
he thinks you're lying, but you can't tell.
Well, then you wouldn't be rolling deception at that point, then, unfortunately, because you'd be telling the truth.
I would have rolled to deceive him. I would have told him the truth, but him
I'm gonna
perceive
tell the
that I'm
truth, but I
lying.
want to make it seem like a lie.
I feel like that would be just a higher deception DC.
I think it would be, but it's a very interesting ploy. Like it's a gambit that if it worked would be
It's
very
a double bluff. Yeah.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, no, we totally found it and we took it, and then it's in the castle. It's with Alexi.
Yeah,
Roll
it's
for
Rebecca.
deception. Rolled a 20. Cool. He believes that I'm lying.
Right. Right.
He thinks I'm lying.
Yep.
Wait, what?
Yep.
He's like, did you actually find it? No. Why would I
Right.
find it? No.
All right.
Ow, fuck you.
Where?
Should we be back in Brushwood now?
Oh.
We're going on our trip in our favorite not real rocket ship, moving through the sky. We're
I
gonna
guess,
die.
yeah, there's nothing that would really stop you. What is it? Pay for passage. I don't remember what I said
Ain't
last time. I think
nothing
it was
gonna
2
stop
gold.
me now.
I thought we got the passage for free because we were.
Oh yeah, I
sent
got the
by
passage here.
the-
Whoa.
Then yeah, it's 2 gold to get back.
Really, you're gonna take us here for free
moving.
because we're on the mission, but then not take us back home for the same mission?
Then you finish the mission. They ask you to report back. It's a different boat.
Nothing
Fine.
gonna hold me
2 gold from the party funds.
Per person.
All
times
right.
4.
Yeah, Wetzel Skeever Spoon's here.
8 gold. 8 gold from the party funds. All right, fine.
At least they don't make us also checking Claude.
Right.
Okay, yeah, thank you. All right.
Just hide him under your cloak.
He's just on my hat or on my shoulder like a parrot.
He's a
Like, but with the cloak on top, with his head sticking out, like a trench coat.
He also has a trench coat.
Yes.
No, but you're just you're just a really, really tall dragonborn.
Oh, yeah.
He's just on my head.
Yeah.
I can't see anything. It's all
Yeah,
Claude
exactly.
going.
Exactly, like 2 kids in a trench coat,
Exactly.
except it's an orc with a velociraptor.
Right. Which averages to like an ogre.
Yeah, or a really tall dragonborn.
A very, very, very tall dragonborn.
Yeah, well,
That would definitely be a large sized creature. Alright, so yeah, you guys make it back to Brushwood. Like I said, there wasn't really anything stopping you.
yep. I mean, I'm just gonna go right the fuck up to the town hall or the city council or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and basically just knock on the door insistently.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're in their meeting or whatever.
Right.
This dramatic timing,
Alright, so yeah, he opens the door.
I'm just gonna walk in.
You're gonna shoulder past him.
Yep.
Okay.
Just walk straight past him. Just, whoop.
Can I help you?
No,
Okay. Then why are you here?
I'm. So, okay. Who is he? Is it?
Sorry, this is the main guy you've been talking to. What's his name?
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought it was a door guard. Okay.
No.
No,
You just decided to march right into. They're definitely contemplating door guards now.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to basically just like the. I'm assuming there's a table.
Yeah, it's a round
Okay.
table where they're all sitting at.
Okay. Yeah. Go up to the table. Pull out the invoice. Put it on the table. Let's talk about this.
They look head up and down. Yeah,
Explain.
we have rendered aid.
No. We have rendered aid. You didn't do anything.
Ah, I see. One of them.
So
One of them.
where do you
one
get
of them
off
opens
charging?
up a chest with gold in it.
Okay. How much?
10,000.
Okay. So that's okay. That's great. That's 10,000. Where's the other 20,000 coming from?
That would go to our infrastructure.
Okay. And how much of that infrastructure was involved in this rescue mission that you sent us on?
Well, you walked on the roads to get here and there in Brushwood. You took our boats.
Okay. How much wear and tear did us walking on your roads cause? In just like how much would it cost to repair the amount of wear and tear that we did when walking on your roads?
There's also the information networks that we use in order to keep track of everyone in case help is needed,
Okay.
and all sorts of other things.
And if they're charging you $20,000, then they are gold, 20,000 gold, then they are probably severely overcharging you, and you might want to reconsider those arrangements.
We'll take that under advisement.
Point is, if you want to charge them, if you they
I was
are
gonna say
not.
you cut out a lot. Was that just me?
No, that was me.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of. So you said it was an itemized bill, right?
Yeah, I don't have it in front of me though. If you're asking.
Okay, well, still, I'm gonna go through and is it itemized in a way that actually has like 10,000 for us and then 20,000 like for like the other random bullshit?
No, it's itemized into 30,000 for other random bullshit. They didn't really include you in it, but you know, now that you're here, they're not going to argue.
Okay, so the town of Orvinae is not responsible for your town's infrastructure, so let's just mark that off the list. Town of Orvinae is not responsible for your town's information gathering network either. Last I checked, I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't stand to reason that you have an arrangement with them for them to pay for your spy network.
No, but they don't have an arrangement
Okay.
for us to help them in either.
Okay, right. You also did not help them. We are not from here. We are from out of town, and
Would you classify yourselves as mercenaries?
Sure.
Then we sent mercenaries.
Okay. So you
This
can
is
pay
your
us
payment.
as
He
okay.
motions to the 10,000 gold in a chest. This is your payment for services.
Okay. Great.
Well done, mercenary work.
Did Orvinae hire you to hire us?
Were you doing this out of your goodwill?
Doing this for the security of all of Terrichor.
Okay, great. Then that's your reward. Because if Orvinae did not, because the way that mercenaries work is they take a contract and they agree to a payment where one person hires them to do a job. Orvinae did not hire us. From what you just said, Orvinae did not hire you to hire us. There was no agreement there for them to pay you for any of this. So there is a predatory bad faith business transactions are the absolute bane of my existence. I cannot stand them.
Okay.
Like, I love money as much as the next person, probably more. I'm just gonna say more.
Okay.
It has to be earned the correct way. If you had made an agreement with Orvinae saying in advance, agreeing that you would send your own people to aid them, then perhaps an agreement like this would be legitimate. Clearly, that's not what happened for a multitude of reasons.
Several of these people get up and start leaving the room while you're talking. Want to make sure I have the right name.
We're at the boy.
Right.
Do I have an? Is there any way for me to have an idea of like where they're going?
They appear to just kind of be leaving the room. You know, they're making it seem like they have business to do.
Okay.
But you know, yeah, the leader that you're talking to is nodding along as you're talking. I see your point. I see your point. And as the last person leaves, he picks up the bill and just walks out of the room, leaving the chest.
Great.
Mhm.
Glad we could talk. I'll take the money. Let's go.
And yeah, if you guys leave the room, you see that all these councilmen have dispersed and scattered.
All right. So let's add. So dividing by 5, that's 2,000 each per person. Let's go.
Dudley, you sounded
Plus.
suspicious.
Because I am.
Okay.
But
I
what
mean-
about the boys? Is the boys suspicious?
The boy.
The who?
The boy.
The king.
Your
He's
dog
been
that
deployed.
Right, I was gonna say your dog
Oh,
is sniffling.
I see. Well, he's not wearing his bow tie.
Where'd your bow tie go? Did you lose it on the
So
porch?
he's no longer. So now you're on equal footing again.
No! No! Basically a pug.
Yep. Just a bog standard pug.
There's his top hat.
I'm suspicious because I'm thinking like there's no way they're just going to drop the contract.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was
Or-
really
or-
easy.
Yeah, no.
Said 2,000 gold apiece.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what are they gonna do?
Declare war on an 8-year-old boy
But
with no army.
But he's got our thing,
Yes, he does.
so we're going back.
So I guess I'll go ahead and take the money.
Okay. Does
But-
anyone want to roll to see? Like, it's not insight, so I guess I'll say deception. It's a counter deception.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't make much of a difference for me.
Yeah.
It's basically the
I-
same number.
You said perception. Got it.
I will.
Deception.
Right? It's like my deception is ass. So
So if I rolled deception, it's 17. If I rolled perception, it's 37.
I wish I could have done society.
26.
I'll accept society.
You live in
Sweet.
it. Oh, I can do society.
Yeah, it'll be a higher DC, but I'll accept that.
All right. I'm burning a hero point because that was ass roll.
Same.
Oh, and it's one to get a hero point.
Yep.
Oh well, that hero point negated itself.
Total of 30, 18 plus 12.
I got 14 plus 12, 26.
I also got 14 plus 12 is 26.
Okay. Yeah, none of you really get the feeling that they're dropping this. And Moon, you also get the inclination that by taking the money, you'll be accepting their terms.
I just why I didn't put the money in my account yet.
Oh.
But Yes, the vibe that you got is that the matter is not open for discussion.
What if we light this building on fire as we leave?
Now, here's the thing. I gave what I feel like was a pretty good speech.
Oh yeah.
Is there a way that I can?
I also thought it was a very good speech.
Is there a way that I can, roll in conjunction with that to affect the outcome of this?
No.
In some way. Okay.
Can I burn the building down?
Then you'll still be kicking off a war. But this time it'll seem like the other kingdom provoked it.
I think we'll
I'll wait till I get out of the city.
I'd like to thank
and
everyone
that would probably
for
decrease his
watching.